tinfoil hat here. EOMN.
Oh,
this is why I brought him on, Mills.
Wait,
Hold on.
Yeah, they don't really give a shit about you pro players, so maybe
They never
you
did.
there's a lot of pros that throw games. Like on rosters signed, they're just like they're known for throwing fucking games.
Yeah.
on rank,
It happened
and
to
they
me
don't
2
give a
days
fuck.
ago.
They don't give a single fuck.
Pros are trying to be pros here, and they're not trying to be pros in other games. It's because it's easier to become a pro in Rivals than it is in any other esport. If you're a pro that wants to be a pro in Rivals, you have to embrace the fact that like a new hero every month is never gonna be like really competitive. It's impossible.
Yeah.
This is why you brought him. Oh my god. I just got ambushed.
Listen. Hear me out.
Trojan horse. Holy
Okay.
shit.
What's up, guys, and welcome to a brand new Clear Comps podcast. Today, we are talking about Season 8. It's been about a week since Season 8 has been launched, and there's a lot of drama going on behind the scenes that we will talk about, like pros versus casuals, but we're being joined by two special guests. First off, returning guest Paz, coming here for his goodbye episode from Rivals, because... those of you who don't know, Paz is leaving Rivals for at least a little while.
At least
Whoa,
for a little bit.
Yeah,
At least for a little bit.
yeah. He's taking a step away, and he's been extremely successful in Rivals, doing great. And he's taking a step back. But thank you so much for coming on, Paz.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And new guest, ApexDabi. What's up, man? I love
How
your
we doing?
content.
How we doing? What's up, dude?
Some of the
Pleasure to be here, man.
Most
Thank you for having
entertaining
me.
TikToks on the platform. What's up, bro?
might be my favorite streamer right now, to be honest.
Okay.
The Glaze. This is the Glaze
Glaze,
podcast.
yeah.
My
W
support
Glaze,
support
W
streamer,
Glaze podcast.
W Glaze, you got to support your local streamer.
local support streamer. We got to support on the pod,
yeah,
right?
That's,
right.
that's
Yes, sir,
really
yes, sir,
important
yes,
because
sir.
we so Paz is also technically a support main. I
Yeah.
mean, he did unranked to
Well,
G1
Paz is
every
everything,
character.
man.
But yeah.
A little bit of this.
But when
bit of
when
that.
he was
Yeah.
actually trying to play this game, he was a support player.
Yeah.
And the comments have been hating us because we just don't get support players on the pod. Like they're like, where's our representation? So Dabi will speak for all of you, okay, in this pod.
Yes.
Except-
Well,
he
wait.
is
Okay.
your
Hold on,
representative.
wait.
Yeah,
I'll
tell
speak
us about
for-
your
Okay,
your
wait,
journey
no.
last season.
Yeah.
First, just let them know like about you and what you went through for season 7, because I think it'll be pretty good to start this off.
Yeah. Okay. So a little background. I started off as a support main in just about every game I've ever played. This is going to be a deep lore cut. I don't know if you guys have heard of DC Universe Online, but that's what got me
Yes.
into like the support, the support role, right? And I started out as a nature healer, all the good stuff. Guild Wars 2, I was a support main. Overwatch drops, I'm instantly a tank main. Like I started off in the beginning of Overwatch as a support, and then I went straight to tank. And then when it came to Rivals, I was like, I'm a tank hard at main. So played tank and DPS for the first 6 seasons. Barely touched support here and there. First season on support, I peak Eternity.
Very first.
This is not helping
Very
the
first
comment
season.
section, guys.
Yep.
This is not helping.
Hey,
the
listen,
comment-
listen,
no.
And not
So
only
good.
that, I
This is
peaked
so-
top 5 White Fox main.
It was White Fox though. There was some aura with White Fox.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
respect that.
Yeah.
And
It wasn't like
just-
I did it with Cloak or something.
I do
I
feel
really
like
yeah.
There's some good overlap with like White Fox and like tank, like
Mhm.
because you know how to play tank, Like,
Yeah.
White Fox, I feel like a lot of support mains actually had like some trouble adjusting. Like you
Yeah.
probably adjusted easier to her.
Yeah, because I play Thor, dude. It's like displacement king, dude. And that's what White Fox is really good at, is displacing tanks. And most people White Foxes don't even do it. They usually use their awakening state for getting out or just trying to survive. But like, Captain Coach can tell you, I do not live in my backline. I live in their backline.
Yeah, you're like the Spider-Man of support players. I
Yeah.
feel like he'll just dive in and coin flip fights, and he's like, fuck it, we ball. Like he just goes in, and
Yep.
sometimes it won't work, and when he doesn't,
Yeah.
he'll definitely let the team know. Like you guys gotta be more aggressive. But so I mean, obviously, I like playing with him, but when it does, it's like okay, like our support just carried the fight for everybody, abusing this broken hero, which by the way wasn't even, I don't think, buffed when you were running it.
No, I did it pre-buff, and now I don't die. Like, I kid you not, I have a clip coming up that I'm working on. I won a 1v5. I kid you not. And I just sat there after it and I was like, this character is just not fair. Like, if you're playing in anything, I think below C1, the character just, I mean, she kind of just owns the game. Like, if you're playing with even a little bit of follow up, you just don't die. She puts out so much heals, it's crazy. And I think part of the reason why characters like White Fox don't get a lot of shine is because they treat every support character that comes out like Invis or like Cloak and it's the same, the parallel in Overwatch, right? You don't treat Zenyatta like a Mercy. You treat Zenyatta like Zenyatta. Like, he does damage. It's a complex kit. Same with Rivals. Like, Rivals has so many complex supports. Ultron, people don't even know that he amps damage. Like, they think Drone is just healing, but no, that amps abilities. Like, there's so much out there in the support, and I feel like we're just stuck in this either patty cake or Healbot tank, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's more of a, they zone in on one target instead of actually like using their entire kit to make a play. Well, White Fox enables you when you do that.
Do you feel like? Oh, you go.
I wanted to, because Paz, you play primarily Deadlock now, and I just looked at Lomain's tier list, and he says supports aren't even good in Deadlock at the highest.
I mean,
levels.
right now it's a can of worms. I could go on and on about it. It's like, I mean, I don't want to go on too much of a tangent and like go on off on it, but like support as a role in games, like when in Overwatch 1, like I really liked support because I felt like it was kind of weak. But like you had to have a support, like playing like Zen, Lucio, and Dive. That was so fun. Like, I'm gonna die every single fight when I have a Genji and a Tracer on me the whole time. But if I can live, I'm the GOAT. Like, I win.
Yeah.
But like when Overwatch 2 came out, Kiri was like super OP. She still is OP. But I've started to realize why supports have to be so strong in these games. It's because like if support isn't like kind of broken sometimes, like no one really wants to play it. Like they have, like, especially in a MOBA. Which I don't want to spend too much time on it, but like if the supports in a MOBA aren't super strong and like have this like crazy like healing capabilities, or if things die too fast that healing doesn't even matter, it's like, why would I even play supports? So like right now what Lomain is saying is like, why would I even play a support like that could keep people alive if I could just go another like DPS Spirit Nuke and just kill faster? And I think that actually is a really big problem with like what Dabi was saying with like Rivals, like supports as well. It's like people don't play aggressively on support like ever because a lot of the kits just allow you to kind of sit in the back and heal the whole game. Like Invis can heal and do damage at the same time, can self-shield now too, so she doesn't have to think about shielding someone else and rotating to that. She can just do it. So why even try to do all this crazy stuff if I can just go heal in the back? I do like tens of thousands of damage and healing. Right. But yeah, go ahead.
Do y'all, and this is to both Dabi and Paz, do y'all think that like heroes like White Fox being super strong, is that like the right direction for supports going forward? Like,
I think so.
And
absolutely,
yeah.
Like, and that's the direction we want to double down on going forward, right? Just
if that's what support was since day one, I would have been on Rivals since the beginning. Bro, like I would have been on that train in beta.
I don't think we would have as many Cloak and Dagger mains that just AFK heal bot. No offense, I understand. Listen, I'm one of you, dude. The amount of cloaks that I just see that the amount of daggers, not cloaks that I see. The amount of daggers that I see, they just maintain dagger form 90% of the time.
It's
and
sad
it's like,
too.
Yo,
you can do so much damage with cloak.
You have to anticipate the play. You have to make the play. Your Veil amps your team. Call it out. Like, they don't do anything. It's just dagger 90% of the time. And it's like, great, you heal botted to GM1 or Celestial 3. That's great. But the moment you're faced with any kind of like, somebody like a Daredevil, you're cooked. Because you're so used to being comfortable in the back line that you can't make a play anymore. So you don't press W, you don't fade away. Anyway, sorry. I get really passionate when I just see heal bots. I'm like, dude, you have an entire kit.
Right. Me as well.
But it is kind of interesting that like the past couple of supports were White Fox and Gambit. Like I think Gambit's probably in the same camp of White Fox, where it's like you have to use your abilities proactively to live. Like you can't just you can't necessarily just exist.
Yeah, you have to start by doing damage in the fight, or else you're gonna get out cycled too.
That's actually a really interesting point.
Yeah,
Paz and Dabi, like, what if Gambit and White Fox were the heroes that we released in, like way back when? Like that is the standard that supports were, and then
Oh my God,
you know,
dude.
like not like all the heal bot like
Utopia.
supports like Cloak,
Utopia.
Invis,
I
like,
just
none of these
remember the
characters
first
came
day I
out
played
until, like, now
Rivals.
or-
The first day I played Rivals, I remember I DM'd you. I'm like, dude, this Luna character is Zenyatta with more sustain, 6 second longer on ultimate, a stronger ultimate, gets it faster, does more damage without this. And I'm sitting here like, what am I about to start playing?
Yeah, so for some context, a long
Yeah.
time ago, so I've been trying to get Paz on the Rivals train for a very long time. Like, I was on it early, and the whole time he's grinding Super Revive, and I'm like, come to Rivals. And, you know, he was, every time he played the game, he's like, everything, all these characters are broken. And he's a natural support main, so he's used to Anas and Zens.
Yeah.
And, so you started there. I finally convinced you to play. You grew, you know, super successful in content, educated a lot of people, did unranked GMs on almost every single character.
We don't talk about Spider-Man.
Yeah,
and BP.
yeah, we don't talk about those two.
Not the Spider-Man. No.
Yeah.
Not doing that. Yeah.
And now you just announced a couple days ago that you are officially leaving Rivals for at least the close future. You might come back at some point, but for now, you're taking a huge step back. What's the main motivations behind that as far as the game is concerned and the game balance?
I mean, like, from season to season, I mean, I'm not playing at one above all, so like it's a little bit different, but like I just feel like the game just feels the same from season to season. Now, I know recently it's actually been changing a lot, and I like that. Like, I like that they're doing a lot of systemic changes, but it's like I want to feel the systems of the game all at once. Like, I want to know that this is a different game. I feel like if I keep playing it month to month, stuff's going to get like slightly tweaked, and it still is going to feel very samey, even if it's not. And like mentally, I need to know, like, okay, this feels different than what I played before. Which is, I think, why I don't want to write off Rivals. It's like I'm never coming back. But like, for example, like when you make such a big change with like the stun stuff, where like if you get stunned so many times, you eventually become like indomitable. At least that's what it's called in Deadlock.
Yeah,
it might be the same in this. I don't remember.
Tenacity.
But, like, tenacity. Yeah,
tenacity.
that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you like that kind of change is not going to be good the first season it comes out. And I didn't play a lot the season it came out, and I know that Hulk. I mean, you could talk about that character. It's like Hulk was, from what I heard, like completely unplayable. Like that character just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
And like that's the type of stuff that like, yeah, you're gonna have that. Like, it's not gonna be good when it first comes out because it's such a huge change. But that's something I would assume is gonna get iterated on within the next 6 months. And then by that time, I have 6 new characters I have to learn. I have 6 new guides I gotta write. I have a whole new landscape. The game probably is gonna feel completely different. And that was the big thing for me. But then also, I needed something like Super Vive. I needed that competitive itch. I needed it. And Marvel Rivals, I knew since day one it was not going to hold me like that. And Deadlock, I just think it's got it. And that's not a bad thing for Rivals either.
So that's actually a segue that I want to talk about. We're going to start it off with Captain Coach after I give context. So there's a little context for those who don't have or who have a life and don't spend it on X like I do.
News for the unemployed.
There's basically a war brewing right now about Devil Dino. So Devil Dino came out, and day one, every pro on X was ranting about this character's broken.
Yeah.
This character ruins the game. I will not play scrims of this character. Nerf this character right now. And every casual player is like, let's fucking go. We can play as a dinosaur. And
Yeah.
there was such a huge disconnect here that, I mean, it's still going on. There's still a war about, like, where is the game casual? Is the game competitive? Like, the competitive players are thinking, we need to balance it around us. We play this game for a living. And the casual players are like, fuck you. It's a Rivals game. So, first I'll talk to Captain Coach, or Captain Coach, give your thoughts on the ongoing casual versus, you know, pro debate, and, like, what's Rivals' identity? Like,
Hold my beer, except it's an
Oh,
energy drink. We're
shit.
gonna put this
Oh,
over
okay.
here.
Okay.
All
Let's
right. Okay. I need everybody to listen carefully. Look into the camera if you're watching. Devil Dino is not overpowered. All right. There it is. He is not. He is not good. These pros, they are freaking out over their job security. Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is a hero that, when you introduce to the game, forces a very narrow play style to beat him. And when you opt into a Dino versus Dino matchup, or Dino versus other tank matchup, it does devolve into a less skillful kind of just which team has a better comp to counter the Dino type matchup. But there's also a route where you can go. I mean, you could just pick solo tank Emma and then just run crazy poke into him, and Dino can't play the game. yes, now you're forced onto a comp that maybe the pros don't want to be on, and in the grand scheme of things, whatever in their scrims are saying like, yeah, this comp can't work and can't win. But for the 99% of players, Devil Dino's not. He's to me, he's like low S, high A. He's a good character. He's very obviously stat sticky, but really to me is only problematic for people who worry about playing this game for a job. Who I don't think we should be listening to, and NetEase, for the most part, has showed that they feel the same way.
That's Dabi. What do you think about like how should this game be balanced? Like, should it be balanced around pros? Should their input even matter?
I'm gonna say something that's hot here.
Oh, okay. I'm ready.
All right, tinfoil hat on here. Okay, I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's." First things first, I think that the pro players are playing a different game than us. In every video game, no matter what, pro players are playing a different game, okay? We might think we're playing Marvel Rivals. No, they're rivaling Marvels, okay? Those guys are playing a different game. It's different pace, different strats, okay? Their aim looks like they're cheating. That's to the average ranked ladder like player. It's gonna feel like they're cheating because they're just hitting every headshot. Okay, well, with that out of the way, when it comes to ranked ladder, I know people are gonna. I'm gonna say the words that everyone hates to say. All right, tinfoil hat here, EOMM.
Oh,
this is why I brought him on, Mills.
Hold on. Wait. I have something to back it up, okay?
This is why you brought him. Oh my God!
I'm telling you.
Go. I just got ambushed.
Listen. Hear me out.
Trojan horse. Oh,
okay.
Shit. That's crazy.
Okay.
I'll let you see.
Listen. Okay, so there is this thing that NetEase has been working on for a couple of years called NMatch. Now, what is NMatch? NMatch is a different version of EOMM. It's their version of EOMM. Okay, it's how they balance ranked games. The TLDR, everybody can go on Google, all right? Use your phones, you got technology now. Go on Google and just look up NMatch produced by NetEase. It is fully published by them. You can just go look it up. They put out a PDF on it. They were legally obligated to put it out. It is their version of EOMM. The idea here is, and I'm reading from my notes, the idea here is
you're prepared.
Instead of predicting and balancing games around equal skill, it says what team ups and what team setups keep the players engaged the longest. That's what that's the TLDR, okay? Instead of going for, this is evenly matched. Oh my God, there's 6 GMs on one team and 6 GMs. No. It balances, around relatives, GM, diamond, but it also takes into factor how long can we keep this guy playing this game. And if you win, like that's why you see those win streak wins and those loss streak wins. Everyone's feeling it, but they're not gonna call it EOMM because it's not EOMM. They developed a different standard, right? That's their version. So if it was actually balanced around skill, nobody would be feeling this way. Everybody would be in the rank they're in, and they'd hop off the game immediately after reaching Celestial. Like, it's a free-to-play game, and free-to-play games have to have these kind of systems. They have to exist. They have to keep player retention. How else are they going to get you to buy your 10th Luna skin in the Battle Pass if you hit the rank that you think you deserve and you hop off for the rest of the season? Like, what's the incentive?
It's all connected, Coach Mills.
It's all about money at the end of the day.
I don't want to. I'm trying not to yap too much, but. Like, I just fundamentally disagree. I know.
Yeah, but
I don't want to disagree.
Like that,
with you.
they use
no. They never posted this about being in Rivals.
Right, but they're not legally obligated to. They don't operate in the U.S. Why would they?
This is their first competitive game.
Right, but
you're
they've
just
done this
assuming that's
for
something they've
every
made
game that they've ever produced.
Mobile games, not a competitive game. Those games are
I mean,
not
it might as
competitive.
well be
But,
a
like,
mobile game. Mobile games run on like
what
the
you're
RO,
saying
the
is that-
ROG Strix phone, bro. You can play PUBG competitively
what you're
on
saying
your
is
phone.
that a game has to. You're saying that just a win and loss system doesn't keep people engaged. So like all the people that are engaged in Counter Strike's Elo system or League of Legends Elo system, like those people, they're just not engaged even though the system's fair. It's like the idea is that a real rank system is engaging, like inherently.
Right.
And I'm not saying that there isn't some bullshit going on behind the scenes that isn't perfect. Like I've said many times, the rank system sucks.
Yeah, every game
But I
has
don't
this.
agree that a rank system could be straight up and people will still be engaged by it. Like it can just be honest. Like just make the game balanced. At least players like myself, players probably like Paz that like want to get better and want to challenge ourselves. It's like my problem is that the rank system has never felt that way. It's kind of felt like the opposite. It's like turned me off to it more. Like if this is trying to optimize me or engage me, it's not. It's fucking not. I'm
Yeah,
turned
but
off.
you're not the average person. That's my point. Is, bro, this is what we do for a living. So like, we're gonna queue up the game regardless, right? But the average person, they don't have infinite amount of time to spend on the game. So the time that they do have, there's going to be like mood swings. You're going to go on that win streak, feel good, you hit Diamond 1, right? You're going to buy the Battle Pass. You're going to buy your favorite skin, right? And then you're going to lose 10. And then you're going to log on the next 2-3 days. Like, I hate to be that guy. It's always about money.
Nah,
Okay?
be that
At
guy.
the end of the
Be
day,
that guy.
it's always
Coach?
about money.
Why?
Like, we give grace to these companies. I love you, Guan Guan. Thank you for keeping me a partner. Okay, I'm just saying the truth here. Listen.
Cut him.
This has to happen.
I'm kidding.
It has, but bro, EA got caught doing it. They got sued for doing it, and they didn't disclose that they were doing it. But they were doing it. They were fixing matches so that people stay more engaged and buy every battle pass and buy every skin that come out and every heirloom. Like at the end of the day, if a game is free to play, they have player retention is at the top of that's the top priority, no matter what, and their player base. This is going to string all the way back. That's why they don't care about the pros. The casual fan base is what keeps the money in their pockets. Okay? They're the ones that are funding the 30th, Luna skin. The Magneto getting the thigh skin. Like, they're the guys that are buying the skins. It's not the pros. The pro scene is kind of just an extra, right? That's just to support the community, to give back, and pro scenes rarely make any money. Like you'd be lucky if you're gonna break even on the company side from the pro scene. So it's usually more for the community than it is to like grow the player base.
A lot where we could go from here.
Sorry,
and Paz looks like you got to say something.
Dude, there's so much. Like, right? I mean, okay. I forget what your first tin. Oh, yeah, the first thing was that pros are playing different game. I mean, that's not even a tinfoil hat. That's just true. The bans are different. Ignite bans, like, I've always thought this. Why doesn't Eternity Plus have Ignite bans? Why am I still playing this stupid 6-ban system that it's not even the same game I would be scrimming? I'm not. Why am I playing matchmaking? Sorry, I'm gonna get heated because now
I agree.
Why am I even playing matchmaking? Why do I even care? Why do I even try? Like that was the first thing.
There's a lot of pros that throw games like on roster signed. They're just like. They're known for throwing fucking games.
It happened to me 2 days ago.
They don't give a single fuck. They just throw it.
It's really like the whole thing. Like I just felt like the whole thing where we need more bans, we need more this, we need more that. It's like, why don't we just think like, okay, who actually cares about these bans? Can we just have Ignite bans in ranked or something for the top level players? There's so much with that. Now, in terms of the EOMM stuff, look, my whole thing, I'm going to be in the middle of both. Whether EOMM exists or doesn't, to me, as a competitive player, I quite frankly could care less, right? Because if I'm the GOAT, if I'm Faker, if I'm sorry, for everyone that would watch this, if I'm Saipe, dude, Saipe's top 10 every season. He does not care. He will walk in that ranked lobby, he will put it on the table and say, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm the GOAT. I'm going to win anyways because I know how to play invis and I can shoot people. If you're the GOAT, who cares if you have 5 burgers on your team? You're still flipping the enemy team too. You're just the GOAT. And that's the mindset I have going into it. The problem I ran into is even if EOMM is all this and that, it's what am I even playing for though? What is the end goal in ranked to win this game? It's the pro scene. It's so it just doesn't have. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't it just doesn't have the sauce to it. It just doesn't feel like the people care all that much about it. nor do the people really get that invested. There's like no storylines either. Like I know the storylines of between these players that are in the pro play like scene. I know who doesn't like who. I know who low-key has been hating someone since they were 16 8 years ago in Overwatch. I know that stuff. I don't think anyone else in the Rivals community knows. Like I was talking on one of my last streams about like Saipe was like a tier 2 Overwatch player. He never got the chance to break into tier 1. He was always insane, and like now is his big break. And I was telling people the Saipe story, and people were like, dude, I never would have known. I just thought he was some random dude that was goated at games. I'm like, no, these players have storylines, but like, it's just they have been getting better with it. Like with the player cards in game, I think that stuff is sick. By the way, they're doing it well. It's just like they leaked all their short. There just isn't vibes to it. I don't know what it is, but I just needed more incentive to like. It just doesn't feel like there's an incentive to be the best. Which, because I agree with the selling skins and everything, like that makes sense.
Because that's where the whole identity crisis really comes from. We'll talk more about EOMM later. I'm still not done with you. No, we'll talk more. But it's seemingly like the game doesn't really care about balancing for high levels, right? They're like mostly they just care about the casual crowd, selling skins, all that stuff, casual modes, whatever. But then every once in a while they do random balance changes that are definitely tailored to the high ranked players. And then also they run tournaments with $1 million fucking prize pools just like on a random Tuesday. And it's like y'all don't care, but there's more money in Rivals than like 5 more competitive esports, but there's like more money here. And like occasionally they'll do a nerf that just like literally doesn't make sense for anyone but high elo. Like it has to be at high elo. But it'll be like one or two changes in a patch that like, and then a whole bunch of random changes that are obviously for low elo. So I don't really know I don't know what's going on.
If you take what Dabi said and apply the context to like the bigger picture and all the changes, and Mills, we've talked about this on previous episodes. They're PR changes, man. Like -2 to like a cooldown that like like it just doesn't matter. Like plus 50 health thing. It's PR for their high ranked community. Hey, we're listening, but sorry.
Squirrel girl, let's go.
That's what it is. And when you think about it in that context, everything makes sense. It's like, they don't really give a shit about you pro players. So maybe
and they never did. They never did.
But
to me,
this is the toxic point. I was talking about Captain Coach about this earlier. My thing is that like there's a reason why pros are trying to be pros here and they're not trying to be pros in other games. It's because it's easier to become a pro in Rivals than it is in any other esport. And it's like if you really wanted a more competitive experience,
it's a bigger game to be fair.
Like if you're a pro that wants to be a pro in Rivals, you have to embrace the fact that like a new hero every month is never gonna be like really competitive. It's impossible. Yeah. It's actually fucking impossible. I mean, like
I genuinely think they're going to slow down. There's no way they can keep this up because
I was thinking
they're going to run into the League of Legends barrier where now you need 6 bans for both. Like, no, I'm being serious. Dude, there's like 7,000 Marvel Rivals heroes and villains. They can just keep. Like, there's no way
correct.
they can keep this up. They
want 200. They have 200 planned, like roughly planned. 200.
Yeah, which is insane. Like that's everyone's gonna get their own personal ban now. No one can cry that they're, Moon Knight. No, right. Moon Knight's in the game. Like,
give the players more power.
Been good since season 6. Fuck you. It's like 36.
We're gonna be on like season 50. And they're still gonna be banning Moon Knight and Bucky.
No, their fun vaccine is what they're doing. They are absolutely prioritizing even like I would say they're already prioritizing fun, but they're going to like the next level with that shit. Like they are prioritizing player fun over balance like ×5. So to me, like you mentioned more bans. Yes, great, because every major esport that's still around right now, not including Valorant, because Riot Games I think had the money and resources to really prop that scene up, and I think Valorant, correct me if I'm wrong, is doing pretty well, started as a grassroots movement. So I'm this is a message to all the pro players, all the high ranked players who watch us talk about EOM and our whatever low eternity balance instead of like whatever you want to see in the game. Grassroots. Make your own tournaments with your own rule sets. Show NetEase how it's done. Ban certain characters. I mean,
that's
Pokemon.
True. You can come up with your own rules. Yeah.
Pokemon's been around for 20 years and people still have tournaments that they set up that they battle, and they have all sorts of rules that they set up. So if you really want it that bad, don't rely on them to make the changes for you. Do it yourself, and that is how all the top esports scenes, League of Legends, I would say Overwatch is a failed esport.
We gotta say Dota 2.
Dota
2 is
Dude,
the
Dota 2 has the
is
best
the
system
money.
for esports.
Yes.
They
Yes.
take their battle pass stuff
Exactly.
and whatever they make money, and they
Shout out
split
Speed.
it. Like, I don't even play Dota 2, and I know that. Like,
Yes.
because they're wealthy over there. Like, have you seen the Dota 2 players? Like, I saw a list where, like,
Millions.
one of the top players made, like, 7 million.
Yes.
He took home
Yeah.
7 million. That's just one guy. And I'm like, damn, they're getting paid nice.
Now that's the thing that I always bring up when people say, "Oh, Rivals has all this money. They have all this money in the pro scene." But look, like $1 million. Look, $1 million's a lot of money for a prize pool.
Yeah.
Dota 2. Look at Valve games. Look at League. Look at games that were like meant for the guy that quit his 9 to 5 and is playing this game all day every day. That is the esport. Like,
But the thing is, like, those games have been out for,
yeah,
fucking
they're
decades.
They're
been
like
out for years. It's
decade-long
not like a
games,
fair
yeah.
comparison.
I feel
You're
like
right.
people are trying to jump the gun on Rivals Esports, like
It's
even
forced.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, like, let's say I give you some of the EOMM stuff. Like, I don't 100% agree with it, but let's say I give you some of that, and then I give you some of the balance bullshit and all that stuff. There's no reason why they can't swap out the rank system with a more competitive one later on. There's no reason why they can't institute more competitive changes in Eternity Plus later on. There's no reason why they can't balance for the high level later on. Like, they don't have to do all that stuff, frame 1, year 2. Like, especially
Do you think that'd be good for
because
the game, though? Do you think that's really what Rivals should be?
my thing is, the only thing that matters is that your game doesn't fucking die. I've said this a
Then
lot,
I would
and
never do that with
my proof is fucking Supervive, Paz. The game that you were pro in, the best
Yeah.
fucking player in the world, and it died. It didn't matter how competitive that game was because they couldn't keep people, man.
Okay,
The
but
game
there.
just
Hold on,
fucking
hold on,
died.
hold on,
lot of
hold
can of
on.
worms with
That's
that.
that's unfair, and I'll hold on. Marvel as an IP, this is a larger problem of why people currently hate the game and why they're like leaving and then coming back and then leaving. Marvel as an IP attracted so many people from different walks of life that have never played a hero shooter. Okay? So like think about all of the the Call of Duty bros, the Valorant bros, the CS:GO bros.
True.
They've never played a hero shooter, right? And they're like, "Oh my god, I get to play as Venom in a hero like on a 6v6 PvP ranked?" Yeah, they're going to hop on the game. They have no idea what's going on. You tell them to kite, and they think that you're going to the park to fly a kite. Like, they have no idea what's going on, right? They don't know the terminology. They know to grab, like, a P90 and just run it down. Like, that's their gaming.
good old
That's
days.
all they've
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
known. So, like, I think that's why Marvel Rivals specifically didn't die where Paladins died, right? And Team Fortress 2, they all have a shelf life.
See, you're
But
basically
Rivals
saying
is
that
an IP. I mean, it's
it wouldn't have
backed by
mattered whether they were
superheroes.
competitive or not. They would have still retained players. Is that what
Yeah,
you're
they
saying?
would have. I mean,
If
they're
that's
going to win
true,
regardless.
then why the EOMM system? If that's true,
Because
This
it's
dude-
it's a
I'm
free to
just
play
saying,
engagement.
because
They need
that
to
conflicts.
because people need to feel like they've accomplished something. For me, example, I'm going to talk about myself, right? I don't play quick play because there's nothing at the end of the road. I don't get a badge. There's nothing that displays, wow, I played
agree.
X amount
Yeah,
of quick
yeah.
plays,
I don't
right?
play that shit either. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I play ranked because it gives me that tiny badge that no one looks at, right? Also, I want to. This is a gripe with Rivals. Can we give something for the rank change? Like I hit Eternity and I got like a tiny, it's slightly
good
bigger
job,
now.
buddy. Good
like
job,
it's
buddy.
shiny and it's slightly bigger. I feel like damn.
Shit, yeah.
I get a
Yeah.
crisp high five, like a nice little dab up, like good job, and then like nothing. No one knows that I hit
If
Eternity.
they gave us something sick for reaching every rank, like something progressively cooler, like imagine a piece of like a clothes or some type of shirt you could wear, like the Deadpool shirt, but it's like it has like pins on it, depending on like what rank or like banners, just something visual.
You know how like Apex did dive trails, right?
ooh, like that.
Something cool that I can use in game to display that hey, I actually reached this rank, right?
Well, they basically gatekeep. I mean, they don't give that to they only give it to you if you're in gold, and you can get to gold with just the cards. You know, like it's basically like if you just play enough, you can just get the skins, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like they don't do it for high rank players.
If you hit Challenger in League of Legends, you get a real backpack. A real one in real life because you're carrying, right? That's the joke.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Actually.
You also have to put about maybe 4,000 hours of your life at least into the game.
Oh,
Respect,
yeah.
though.
Yeah, if you end like top 10, they should like send you a little trophy, like season 1, like just mail it to your house. Season 1, top 10.
When we're talking about this though, are we like trying to say we want Rivals to be this competitive?
Well,
game?
that's kind of the thing is like, what do y'all actually? What do y'all think is right? Because I know on this pod we've complained about balance change, and I think there are some balances that we just feel like make the gameplay loop unfun. Like we talk about Invis a lot, but there's other characters too, Gene, tanks. You know, maybe some people think it's Dino, but like unfun gameplay loops. And then there's also that argument, and then there's like the pro unfun gameplay loops. Like they have a very unique experience. So, like, does ours matter as, like, high elo players but not pros? Or does ours not matter at all and the pros don't matter? Like, what actually matters as far as, like, balance? Like, what do y'all think?
I mean, for Rivals, now this is a skewed opinion, but, I mean, the game has to be fun and has to make sense. Like, I think no matter what, even if you want it to be, like, a competitive game and you want it to have, like, this big esports circuit, like, the game still has to be fun. And the way that you have to achieve that can be in different ways. For Rivals, I think they have nailed the whole thing where you're playing with the homies. It's 10 p.m. on a Saturday night. You got 2 hours. Let's be the Avengers, man. Let's run it down as the Avengers.
Right.
And that's like the feeling that you get. It's the IP. It carries really hard. I mean, it's a solid game. I still like playing it for fun. And I think that it's really good for that. And I think if you go and try to add more depth to it and you try to make it super sweaty, the player base that plays Rivals, they probably wouldn't like that. They say the game's super competitive. You're just bad, Paz. You suck. You've never gotten to my rank. I have, actually. You just haven't watched my content enough. It's just like, you know, it's not going to... If you actually added that depth, you would not like it. A lot of these players would not like it. Now, that does not mean that if it's a really simple game, you can't be the best in the world, because that's still really hard no matter what game you play. It's still really hard to do that. It's just not the game. I think other games... They achieve, like, their core, like, selling point to you is this game has a lot of depth. This game makes you want to, like, study it. It makes you have to, like, you have to use custom tools and learn before you play. And that's the value proposition of other games. That's like Deadlock. They're competitive games because you have to put more into it. And that's the fun of it. People have fun doing that. I know that's crazy to think about for a lot of Rivals players. You have to read the wiki before you learn a character and play it. I know a lot of people don't like that. And if that's what Rivals becomes, I think most people wouldn't like that. The pros would, but when you went to Marvel Rivals and you signed up to play this game and you put hundreds of hours in, you knew what you came for. You came for Luna Snow with 12 seconds of Transcendence, double that of what Zenyatta was. You knew day one. You knew it.
Yep.
But you're now getting paid to play it, which is pretty cool. But you knew what you were signing up for. And I think this game should not go super crazy competitive.
I mean, that's why I said custom rule sets, grassroots. Like you look at, you know, another example, the Melee scene. They have rules for specific play styles that are not allowed. Melee, like a 20-plus-year-old game. The wobble, for those of you guys who know about ice climbers in that game.
Of course.
I don't see why we can't live in a world where the pro scene. I do. You mentioned earlier a separate queue for ranked or like high level ranked or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be good for the game either. But I mean, you saw the what was it? No Damage Rocket had a tournament where they didn't do primary fire. Yeah. You know, obviously that was more for fun, but something along those lines where you have custom rule set, that's going to be the future of the esport if the pros will it to be so, in my opinion.
Wouldn't that be crazy if, like, on Hero 200, they just say fuck balancing for pros. Here's like a workshop system where you can tweak the health and damage numbers and cooldown numbers for every character and run your own custom like game. And then like there's a pro scene that operates on their own rules, and then they just only balance for casuals from then on out and just like add cool shit. And like whenever a new broken character comes into the game, they can just like pros can just look at it, they tweak the numbers until they're happy internally, and then they just like pros play in their little box. I mean, I don't really know if Netties would ever want to give away that much power. Like that's kind of the problem. And it also
why would I play ranked though then too? Like why would I stream?
That's
like,
another. Well, that's the
why
thing
would
is,
I
like,
care as a normal player then, too? It's tough.
Yeah, that is
can't.
tricky. I mean, that's kind of how Counter-Strike does it, right? They have their own ranked, like outside of client.
Yeah, they
right?
face
Isn't
it.
Face it, right?
That
That's
community is different though too. They would be willing, like that's a community that's willing to go the extra mile to have that extra like competitive integrity to it, and like Rivals just I don't think they care, and I don't think that's a bad thing. By the way, I don't think that's necessarily bad either to not have like all this competitive integrity.
I mean, pros are trying to have their cake and eat it too. Is kind of what we're getting.
It was the same thing in Overwatch.
Like,
we would bitch and complain all the time in that game.
Yeah, and I remember pros bitched a lot about metas never changing and nothing new ever being added into the game, and it's like this is the opposite. We have constant new shit, but there's a cost to that. Like you might have just spent the last 2 weeks straight grinding Psylocke in ranked, and that character's completely irrelevant tomorrow. And you feel like you wasted your fucking time. Well, yeah, that sucks to suck. Or you might be like the best Venom player in the entire world, and then they just gut the character, and now you're like maybe a D tier pro, and you're pissed off. But like, at least it's always evolving. There's always new shit. Like you just can't have both. Like that. I think we kind of all agree there. It's like you just can't get both.
Hopefully they don't watch this so I can keep rage baiting them on Twitter. That's just free impressions, man.
I respect the hustle.
Yeah. We can talk about Dino now. I think is
we're rotating.
I got the Dino lights on, bro.
Oh yeah. How do you feel about Dino, Dobby? How do you feel about that release of the character?
Okay, so at first, I know a lot of people would always come in and say, "Yo, Dino early season." I don't care about the character. Like I have no attachments to the character Dino, right? But the character in game, like as like a playable character, I think that was one of the best decisions they've ever made. I didn't think it was going to amount to anything. I'm going to be honest. I was like, it's just another throwaway, right? I felt like it was just like another like Jeff kind of, an unknown, not an unknown. Okay, before the comic people come on, like you don't read the comics. Yeah, I don't read comics. I apologize. Okay, all right, but I used to. I digress. Yeah, it's like I think Dino is perfect. It's these weird characters that normally would never have the limelight get the limelight, right? Which makes the game more engaging. You're like, what is this? Did I just see a dinosaur stomp me at you're curious as a non-Rivals player. Like I need what is that? I need to play as that thing, right?
That's actually true. That's a good point.
So they need characters like this once in a while. So then when Cyclops drops, it hits that much harder, right? When the Sinister Six drop, Doc Ock, Sandman, they're going to hit so much harder, especially with the timing of Doomsday. Like, they're going to drop Doom on Doomsday. Like, we all know this.
Yeah,
because
they're so sick.
It's going to be crazy. Like, the Rivals, universe, and on Twitch and Twitter, they're going to lose their minds. They're like, oh, my God, did you see Doomsday? And you get an exclusive skin if you go watch it in theaters. And it all comes back full circle, right? So I think Dino, not my favorite, but I think he's great for the game.
I was low-key pissed when I saw that a dinosaur got added the one season I choose to leave. I was like, you're telling me I could have played as a dinosaur and been screaming on stream?
Yeah.
I was kind of upset. That's all I know about
I think my friends all run. Like, me and the boys, like, we just 3-stack now. And we're just running Dino and Punisher. And it's like the most fun we've had in ranked in a long time. And you can easily counter it. Just go Wolverine and you'll be fine, right? They buffed that. I don't know why they buffed him. Well, we know why, the pros. But they buffed certain characters Wolverine and
Moon Knight is reasonable.
Moon Knight and what's her name? No, Phoenix. Phoenix got, and she's permabanned now. Yeah, now Phoenix is
why would
not
they
playable.
ever buff that character?
For Dino.
So I was actually I'm sure if it's min-maxed perfectly, I get why the pros dislike it. But there's two things I don't quite understand. Number one, if it's this fucking broken, just ban it. Just fucking ban. We have 6 bans for y'all. It's a pro. That's high rank players are the only people that care about bans, and myself included. We like bans, but not having bans is super casual. So bans are competitive. And the other thing is there's a lot of ways to abuse Dino. The more you think about it,
There
I mean,
are.
his head is huge. Like Mantis can get free charges off of it. Jean can light sparks. Like even characters like Moon Knight, Squirrel Girl. Like one of the things you could think about is like a comp that's always been in the game that people hate and it's played in pro play is a triple tank, triple support bunker, where you like stall an objective, then when you get wiped, you port back and keep stalling, right? The way that pros broke that comp up is like Storm Punny with like a triple DPS. And you just have like this crazy amount of damage. It works the same way. But to me it's crazy how like most people are having your experience, Dobby, where it's like the most fun. And then, like, they just go to Twitter and it's just, like, pros raging, like, an hour after release. Like, fuck this hero.
Can I add one more thing?
Yeah, of course.
Just to shit on the pros a little bit more.
Okay.
And I do want all the smoke. I really do. Because, like, they are just entitled. They're just so entitled. If you guys are tapped into the Apex scene, right? There's a team called Furia who came out of nowhere and played the most backwards comp that they should not have won anything with, and they wiped the floor. I think they went Maggie, Fuse, and I think Seer when Seer was meta, right? But they were like, everyone was looking at them. They're like, there's no way they're winning. Because everyone was running Gibby or Caustic right? Everyone was running the exact same, like relatively, or Watson, all running the same comps. But this one team played off meta and just wiped the floor with meta. And from that moment on in Apex, no character has been ever treated like, oh, it's just a throwaway character. Like, the pros really go, they're like, let's try it. Like, let's just try it. You never know what could... Like, playing off meta has been such a demonized thing where it's like, if you're not playing meta, then you're losing. And it's like, I understand you're trying to maximize to win that 1 million. I understand. But at the same time, we forgot how to have fun in pro scene. And I think a team like Furia, especially in Apex, never again was an off-meta character ever challenged. They're like, no, they could win with that. It's not about how good the character is. It's the person behind the character.
I mean, that's the most hype part about esports is when somebody breaks through and finds a way to win with something that's not viable.
Exactly.
I'm thinking of the Hugo main for Street Fighter 3. I'm drawing a blank on the name.
I never played a fighting game in my life.
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
Someone in the comments. It starts with an H. I know it starts with an H. But just those types of things are really cool. And I think you just need to give it time. Like, you just need to give it time. Mills, you said it, man. Like, day one, people are complaining about Dino. Where was that for Phoenix? Where was that for Emma?
Someone's coming home from their fucking, their weekend job, and they come on and they're like, ooh, I want to play some Dino, and just everyone's pissed the fuck off. And and because pros are just spamming it, like, everyone's banning Dino in their games, and they're like, can I just play as the dinosaur, man? Like, what the fuck is happening? I mean, like, that disconnect is just crazy to me. And it almost made me change my mind, because, like, for a while I've been like, yeah, I want more competitive balancing, and I still want characters that, like, have deep skill expression. I think that's just a very pleasant experience to be able to evolve as you play a character. Like, I like that. But this whole idea that things need to be min-maxed around the pro scene is just like, it's just making me lose my mind that, like, pros feel like they get the final say. Like, I don't understand why they think they get the final say.
I don't
also
really know
think
anything
they
about
need to
the dinosaur
stream
either.
more. I think they need to create more content.
He's kind of like Mauga a little bit with no guns.
Oh,
He's,
people are mad. Yeah, people are pissed.
I can give you a little like mini rundown from like higher rank, but maybe not like pro level. I mean, he's a triple support battery. You can team captain was actually one to point this out. You can actually like snowflake a brawl tank and then just heal bot the Dino, and the second tank will just never die. So it's
that was a season 0 thing too, with like Groot, Snowflake, I think, and like Hawks and stuff.
So like, imagine they took Mauga. This is how you understand it. They took Mauga, no guns. He has a swing. Okay, like a Rhine swing, similar.
So no guns.
Okay. But he also has a CC that can launch you like Wolverine into your team. And then he also has a beam that grounds people and slows people. And he also has a Winston bubble.
Basically, if you get close to him, you
And
lose.
a lot of
Face.
overhealth. You forget the best part.
But hear me
A
out.
lot of
But yeah,
overhealth.
exactly. Let's
a
fucking
dinosaur.
go. It's a fucking dinosaur. When you select him, Nickelback plays like you're fucking in there.
Yep.
That's it.
I
can
feel
see
like
why
you're in
they're upset.
Jurassic, dude.
Yeah.
And then you got a white fox that turns into nine-tailed fox form. So now you're just playing Jurassic World, and you got two kaijus fighting it out. Like it's fun.
When there's 6 bans, like this is what I don't get is like when a new character comes out and they're like, this character's fucking broken, it's like ban it. It's like no, there's more things we need to ban. It's like then bitch about those things too. Like you can't just bitch about the new thing if you're unwilling to ban the new. Like one of the 6 can be on the fucking Dino. Like unless you're pissed off at your teammates for locking the character, but it's like I don't know what to tell you. Like adapt to the meta. Like
It's funny because the types of playstyle I feel that Dino counters the most is already like the most oppressed group of players, which is to me like Brawl is just like gets shit on by a lot of the most broken things, and Dino is just like a better version of Brawl that also makes it very like Dino is good into other tanks, which is why you just don't play tanks into him. Like he kind of destroys Thing. People have been saying Thing's good into Dino. I don't think so. Hulk is actually pretty good, by the way, into Dino.
I think Hulk and Emma are
tank pool.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Emma
you,
just like perma 100%.
Tank pool's actually really
laser
good
beaming,
into him too, because you can just level very easily because you just can't miss his head. If on tank pool, you just get max level very quickly.
I can see why people don't like playing against that type of
like
character,
and
but
that's
it's
the
you can
thing.
ban it, I can see where
I'm
you're
not
coming
against
from.
like balancing the character. Like I get that. It's just about like this speed of like bounce it right now. Fix this shit. Like we're your pros.
Are you
fix
telling me
it
like
for
this was like insane levels of like crash out?
Yeah,
Like,
all
I
over
mean, I
X.
wasn't
Yeah,
on-
everybody.
It's-
Yeah,
I mean,
everybody.
I saw
Like,
some
It's
things.
literally everyone. They're just so
Really?
loud, and it's like, bro, you're the minority. It's just like you are 0.1% of everybody that plays this game. Not everybody is experiencing what you're experiencing.
Yeah.
And to speak to your point, Dabi, about like the innovations in comp, like we saw that a lot in Overwatch. Like Goats was like the triple tank triple support comp that like ran the game for a while.
Yep.
That was created by just a random team at the time, and I
Clockwork
think they were
Vendetta
named,
then came out of that too.
Yeah,
It's why I even
yeah,
quit
the-
Overwatch. Brigida came out, and I quit. Like I didn't touch it for 2 years.
Well, people didn't figure out Brig was always broken, but people didn't figure out the actual Goats comp until someone just experimented and just like because like basically the pieces were there for so long, people were just stuck in the same things that were always good that they refused to innovate. And then there was like all kinds of cool innovations, like the Doomfist Zarya meta for a little while with Sombra and the fucking Orisa Hog meta. Like that, like. I think that there's a lot of innovations that can happen too, and people do kind of get stuck in the. I think that's actually happening right now, where people just don't know how to play against Brawl like at all. Like Poke actually has a lot of natural advantages against Brawl, but like you should not be fucking face tanking. If you're getting grabbed as a Magneto, it's your fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's your fucking fault. You do not have to play point blank from him. Just back the fuck up. He doesn't get any heal unless he's on top of it. I don't know.
Well, I think that's the biggest complaint, and maybe I'm wrong, is that he enables Brawl is really what it is. He makes characters like Hulk and like Cap and stuff like a lot better, and people view that as a more like less skillful, more brainless play style, which I could see that argument. So.
Yeah, I mean we've been in poke slop for fucking ever.
Right.
Like that's everyone bitches about. If we're in dive, it's like, oh, this shit's uncounterable. It's just bullshit. If we're in poke, it's just poke slop. If we're in brawl, it's brainless. Like, are people ever happy, bro? Like,
I think we've just become too competitive. I genuinely believe that in my heart of hearts, we have forgotten how to have fun in
gaming in general.
Yeah, in gaming in general, like everyone just wants to be a streamer. Everyone wants to be the best of the best. Everyone wants to be at the top rank ladder so that they can show their buddies that they reached GM, which doesn't even equate to what they think it does, right? Like everyone just wants to be the best of the best, and I'm looking around, I'm like, everyone's top. We've seen the same strange play 24. Like how many Eye of Agamottos can you hit before I'm like, seen that, and I'm gonna keep scrolling, right? Like we've forgotten how to have fun and to make content, not even like as a creator, but to like what happened to the good old days of hopping on Xbox Live and just playing for the fun of it, right? even if it was competitive, there was still that passion to like, oh my God, we hit a clip, right? Like it's none of that just doesn't. It feels like it doesn't exist anymore. Everyone just wants to just min-max everything all of the time.
It's because the rank system is their best engagement tool.
No, fuck.
That's what it is. It's full circle, dude.
You know what their best? No.
Like, I'm just,
you know why? You know why, Cap? It's because of you, bro. This is why this has all happened. And you, Dobby, and you, Paz, and probably me too. Here's the thing: we all make fucking money just playing this stupid ass game.
True.
Like, and so does. Well, you make money doing whatever.
See, I don't complain though. Listen. Here's the difference.
But
I'm happy to do it.
I'm not saying that it's you.
I think there's a spot for it.
It's not you complaining that's causing it. It's your existence that is causing it, and the existence of so many others. That's why everyone wants to like hyper get better at games.
Are you saying we need to just Thanos snap the pros away?
No, it's not. It's creators. It's pros. It's like the whole idea that like your value is tied to like your rank, and if your rank is high enough, you can make money doing it, and like your whole life is worth something. Like all these hours you spent matter because you're.
Play with us. Like, I'm being serious. Like, connect with the community that you love so much, right? You're a pro player. I've never seen you stream. I've never seen a TikTok clip. I've never seen a YouTube.
That's
no, I like
real.
where y'all at though. Like y'all pros, y'all want to be part of the community.
That's why we love our boy Light. That's why we love Light. That's why we love our fucking boy Light.
He's the bridge, bro. He's the bridge.
He's there.
Like they care about their rank so much more than they care about growing in the community and really facilitating the tools to like be better than our competitors, right? That's the end goal, right? To just keep growing as a community and poach other whatever, Call of Duty community. Genshin, I don't know. I don't care where we're pulling from, but like
Pro Genshin?
Yeah, you know what I mean? But like they just have to. You gotta like be there and be present. You can't just collect a check for 60 bands a year, right? And you show up to a pro scene and all you do is just live on Twitter. Like they post a Twitter clip and then that's it. You don't see them stream. You don't see them any. Like, and I mean this. Like, where y'all at? Remember Moxie? Remember XQC? Remember Rascal? Y'all remember Rascal from over? Like that was some of the prime Overwatch. Was some of the best esports I've ever seen, right next to Apex Legends. Right, like it genuinely legitimized gaming as a whole. I think before Fortnite, I think Overwatch really got people to sit down and be like, "Oh my god, we really can do this for real." Like
it was on the news.
Yeah, it was on the news, bro. Like my mom, I
ABC.
remember this clear as day. My mom was like, "Don't you play that game, Overwatch?" Yep. And I'm like, "How do you?" You barely know how to work your iPhone. Like, how do you know that? Like, genuinely.
I walked downstairs and my brother and my dad were watching the London Spitfire and I forget who they're playing, Philly Fusion finals.
Yeah, the Fusion.
What?
Yeah.
And that was when it was Volskaya and I think it was Proper or Birdring had that crazy dude.
Don't give me.
It's back when streamers were pro players and pro players were streamers. Like. Now it's just pro players that aren't content creators.
I mean, a lot of people do stream, like Energy streams.
Yeah.
Cooper streams.
It's rare, but like they might stream, but do they post anything?
Cooper has posted a guide. But that was when I was working at FlyQuest and they made them.
Yeah.
But the other thing too is when they did post, the community, because it's more of a casual game, they don't care. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Most of the people that play Rivals, they could care less.
It still needs to be packaged well, but I guess that's the whole thing. Is like if they could do all that, then they wouldn't probably need to go pro.
I might have misspoke earlier. Overwatch League not around, but it's still like watched and played.
They actually revamped it, bro. They revamped it. Honestly, good on them.
Now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's actually pretty big now too.
Well, apologies to anyone watching if I did get that wrong, because I know the Overwatch League was like shut down, but
yeah, that was the one that was in person.
Dude, it was so hyped, by the way.
Because wasn't the nail in the coffin was COVID, right? That COVID completely killed it. Yeah, it was already kind of dying because they wouldn't fucking get rid of goats, but
Dude,
yeah, COVID.
But don't even get me started on that because they finally had triple DPS, the ball meta with the what was their team name? It was the Chengdu Hunters.
Yep.
They finally had the ball triple DPS pharmacy to counter the goats comp, and then they said roll queue. That's why Marvel Rivals, please never add roll queue.
I think roll queue is the death of any hero shooter.
This is the craziest shit.
Doesn't belong.
They did not put fucking bans in Overwatch ever. Like,
do you want to know what they said verbatim?
So late.
They said verbatim, they said, we don't have enough heroes. And hold on. And then Rivals comes out, and Rivals has the same amount of heroes, and they have bans. And all of a sudden, Overwatch is like, oh, we can do that too. And I'm like, yo,
isn't that
so you could have done
that...
this the whole time.
Yeah. We were in Ghost Meta for a year and 7 months, and they could have just added bans at any time and fixed that shit in 2 seconds. That's like actually so funny in hindsight.
There's a lot of different things they could have done.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, I think did you guys ever see the Jeff Kaplan interview, right?
Yes.
I know we're talking about Rivals, not to get on too much on a tangent, but that that genuinely tells you everything you need to know on why Overwatch failed. Yep. And honestly, like, they put it all on him. Like, TLDR, if you haven't seen it, please go watch it. It is super informative, and it gives you an insight on how the devs operate from, like, not only a business standpoint, but a developer standpoint, how much pressure that they've been put on by Blizzard and, you know, by the higher-ups, shareholders, etc. And that, like, a lot of these, like, frustrations that we see in Rivals, it always comes down to a business decision at the end of the day, right? Like, we want what we want, but the shareholders also want what they want. So it's like, it's a balance, right? Anyway, so I'm going on a tangent, but yeah, go check that out. It's a great insight.
NetEase, you know, has, I think, there's a lot of advantages it has over Blizzard. Like Blizzard definitely had some advantages, but of course, like, now knowing what we know, there was so many problems inside the company that just happened over, you know, the very long tenure inside Blizzard. Yeah. That, like, it seems now they cleaned house a lot, and, like, the things are back on track, right?
Yeah.
But, like, this is basically, like, NetEase's first big thing. Like, this is, like, you know, I mean, they've done mobile games, but, like, not, like, competitive, like, big competitive games. Like, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blizzard has historically been known for having very high quality product but being slow to make changes, and I think NetEase is the total opposite, right? Quick changes, not afraid to make mistakes, and then, you know, I'm still waiting on that season 8 hotfix, seeing what they do for that.
Wait, you want a season 8 hotfix? What do you want in it?
I mean, I think the game, as much as we're talking about play for fun, I do think it's the least balanced it's ever been.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm all for more bans at this point, because that's really the only way us as players can really fight back.
We have a lot of bans. Like, what exactly is the unbalanced thing you're talking about? Are you just talking about Dino in particular, or?
I think Dino could potentially use a nerf, but like Phoenix is obnoxious. Star-Lord, like what was the Star-Lord change? Like, he didn't.
Yeah,
that.
Adding 10 bullets was kind of, that was just like, that felt like they spun the wheel and they were like, oh my god, 10 bullets to a random.
Is bugged. Like, he only got the buff on one of his arms, so his strong arm.
Doesn't he, like, double hit Dino too? Is what I've heard.
Yeah, he does. Yep.
And then that's just off the top of my head. I mean, Blade is still kind of struggling. We're seeing that a lot of these characters that fulfill a certain archetype. I'm use Fantastic as an example, like that mid-range type of brawly, like DPS type, just doesn't really work in the game because certain characters gatekeep them is really the problem. So I would like to see those characters tuned down a little bit so people can have fun and actually push rank on things that...
My question is, like, won't the next most busted thing, like, just become there? Like, I know that we want everything to be viable, but, like, is that even really possible that everything is viable? It feels like something always gets pushed down. Like, even if they, like, if they, like, what are we specifically talking about? Like, I do agree with, like, Jean Grey nerfs. And, like, let's just say they nerfed all the top A and S tier characters, which is, like, Namor, Hela, Jean Grey, fucking Daredevil, Black Cat. Like, what actually is left? Are we going to be sitting in, like, a Magic Iron Fist meta? Like, crashing the fuck out?
I want to see it, because I've been playing the same game for the past.
Oh, yeah, I guess that is true. It's different. That is cool. It's different.
You know,
but like, won't people be crashing out? Oh, fuck it. Is it like low skill, like the same shit that all these pros are talking about right now? I don't know.
And those in biz nerfs, I don't think slap on the wrist, maybe like a light touch on the, like a pet on the wrist. It's okay, you'll be all right. Like, what was that? Like,
that is actually true. That's actually
White Fox
true,
got buffed. Like, what?
Dude, I don't know why they did that. That was just, I mean,
you know why. You know why deep down.
Yeah.
You know why.
They did it for you, Dobby. They did it for fucking you.
Yeah. Like, okay, so a lot of people complained. They just didn't know how to use the hero. And I'm like, just learn another play style. Like, we're just so, I think genuinely as content creators, we have an obligation to teach our viewers that just because a character feels, they're just designed as they're designated as a DPS doesn't mean you can't flank, right? Just because you're Hella doesn't, Hella isn't just to sit behind shield and just farm heads, right? You see those Hella mains that just flank, and you're like, oh my god, where did she come from? And then she's gone, right? She gets a quick pick, and then she's gone. Same with supports. Supports need to be taught that staying behind your tank, it may not be the play all the time. Maybe it's to flank. Maybe you have the ability to make a play because you are a support, not a healer.
I'm gonna be the.
I'm just saying.
The counter voice that people always say, you just want us to play DPS. We're not DPS, we're supports. That's what I
no,
hear
because
that
then that would mean Luna is a DPS, which Luna DPS Luna,
well,
that's
what I'm
crazy.
talking about, right? People
Yeah.
Trust me, I get it all the time.
No, because that's all Paz and I do is we just make guides to try to help people, and we've been teaching these same things since
at least
season
6 years.
0. Oh, yeah, I mean since Overwatch, back. I mean, I've been coaching hero shooters for 7 years.
Yeah,
and no matter what I say,
they're gonna do what they want to do.
There's still people that just do. Yep. They won't embrace proactivity. They won't embrace playmaking.
There is a line to be drawn, though, going too far. I mean, the first game we ever played together, Dabi. I mean, you want to talk about that at all?
Okay, listen. I was right. You were right. The invis wasn't the best. But my point
we don't need to bring her into this.
No, okay, listen.
My man was running duo heal Adam. I was asking for more heals.
I was saying we matched their triple support because they came out with triple support out the gate. It wasn't like they swapped to it. I was like, oh, we should just run triple support. Because I've played with the invis before. I'm like, bro, it doesn't matter if I go main heals or not. She's going to die. They're going to focus her and she's going to die. We have to match. But at the end of the day, when I meet players like that invis, again, if you see this, I apologize. When she is a bit of she's scared to play invis the way she was designed, right? She's not fully utilizing the grab or the push or the vortex, right? So these kind of comps, when they come out the gate, people just want to play it in their however they feel most comfortable. Does that make sense?
She was asking for help, and we were not helping her.
And I was like, I'm not helping a raid.
I felt so bad. She's like, I need help, please. That was literally what she said.
Yeah.
But so I think there is the point I'm trying to make though is you can go too far with that, and it's okay, well, maybe you're getting value doing something, but the most value could be ultimately what's best for your team, and in that moment, right? So, because I've seen duo heal Adam, I've seen it work. I mean, Quad is
he makes it work, and he just he does what I do on White Fox, but on Adam. He'll just flank, take 2, and then go back to his team, and his team is held it enough together. Maybe they lost 1, but they're up 1, right? So it's it's a good trade, right? It's a good trade value.
Sure. So I had a big debate in my Discord, and we kind of went back and forth, and I settled on this core point. I want to read it. It's really quick, and I want to hear your thoughts on it, Dabi, Paz, and Captain Coach. So this is just about healing, and specifically healing in Rivals. So healing as a utility versus healing as a necessity. In Rivals, we are in situations where the optimal play is often to just face tank damage plus be pocketed by supports. Not fun for the supports, no agency from the people being pocketed. Really, it could be so much better. Do y'all agree or generally disagree with that statement? What do you think about the idea that, because of the powerful sustain in this game and the support kits being balanced mostly around sustain and less playmaking, there are exceptions like White Fox. That's the reason why there's a lot of frustration. Tanks sometimes feel like a puppet on a string. Supports feel like they have to pocket or their tank just falls over. What do you think?
I can start if you guys want to think about it.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm good with whatever.
So I do think that is a bit of Rivals' identity. I'm going to start with that. It's almost like whack-a-mole with health bars. After all, it is a game that uses the Holy Trinity, tank, DPS, healer. So that's something that is not uncommon. Dabi, I mean, you play Guild Wars 2. I'm sure you're familiar with that. I think that game's... I haven't played it, but I assume it's probably similar to WoW healing.
Yeah, relatively, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that is a bit of the game's identity. Someone drops low on health, you in a lot of games, you'd have to cast a spell, and you only have instant spells, which everything in Rivals is instant. You could only have that like once every 10, 15 seconds. So what I'm getting at is the sustain in Rivals is too frequent and too high. So I would just like to see it toned down to the point where if I outplay a DPS for 4 or 5 seconds and get them one hit away from a kill, 5 seconds of work. Let's say I stun a Psylocke, clap jumper, she stealths, I clap her out of stealth. It's like, oh, I actually have a chance to kill her for once. Yeah. I do some crazy B-hop wall cancer, I'm about to punch her, and then Invis looks over, she's full health. That's 1 second of work for 5 seconds of like hard effort. I want to see that toned down just a little bit. So maybe have a ramp up with the heals or just lower them overall, and we're good. I think the game's not like I don't need these big nerfs for healers. I'm just talking like 10% maybe, or just something to make it just the perma sustain slow down a little bit. Is kind of where I'm at. I think that's the game's identity though, is like the heal botting. I'm okay with that to an extent. And then maybe, right, the value of that's low enough to where we bring it back to like the Adam flanking with Dabi. It's like now you're not always encouraged to just sit back and heal. Now there's more of a choice, and that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I think when they incorporated that 20% ult reduction, that was one of the best decisions they have ever done in this game. Like the frequency of ults that I see in this game compared to Season 0, oh my goodness. Like, I mean, Season 0, 30 seconds into the fight, everyone's popping Q, right? And over time, they've been, like slowly nerfing certain ult charges and buffing certain ult charges. I agree. It is a bit heal body. But I also agree with Captain Coach. Like, tone it down a little bit. Like, you see what Spider-Man has to do. Bro's got to hit so many techs just to get like one pick. And you have to be like at the top. Because if they go to more, like the amount of spider tech that you have to hit against good players just to get a little bit of value, like you're burning, like BP, you're burning your whole kit to get one pick just for somebody to look for 1 second, 100% HP.
Yeah.
Like it sucks as a BP. Yeah. Like, dude, that sucks, man. Like your whole kit, you can't get out.
That, like as Spider-Man, you have to kill them before they get looked at. Like you have to kill them before they get, or it's just over.
So I agree with Coach. I think they just need to tone it down just a little bit. And it's coming from support main here. Like it's a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean 100%. They do. They do.
So, Paz, you're officially leaving. For now.
I have a lot to say on this concept.
Let's say, well, okay. Yeah, let me hear your.
Okay. I'll try to make it quick
because I want to ask you a question.
The big thing is it's a very slippery slope, in my opinion, with Rivals if you nerf support, because the game is about ultimates, and like I said earlier, if you nerf the supports too much and there is no sustain, why would I not just go like Spider-Man, BP, Black Cat, and just kill everyone in 1 second? Like, what? Why wouldn't I just do that? Like, I have to have somewhat of a reason to play support, and if I can't heal fast enough anymore, then I never get my ult, and I could just get two Starlord ults before someone even gets a support ult. I would just go like White Fox, Adam, which I would love that, by the way, but I know a lot of people wouldn't. The thing is like, so much is based on everything having all this output, and that's just kind of the hole they've dug themselves into, that like, we're just in this weird spot where like supports have to heal so much because Jean can 3-tap you because that makes sense, and Hela can still like do all this damage too, but that's also because Luna can just like heal you with 2 claps, and it's like they're all like together in this weird sort of way. And like the whole thing with alt charge changes too, I honestly think the only reason that feels like it's actually changed at all is because immediately after those alt charge nerfs, we went into a dive meta where neutral was actually important because DPS would just nuke you. We have Daredevil. We had, I don't even remember. It was like Daredevil with some other like Black Cat, or I don't even remember what, or Psylocke and Gambit and all this stuff. It was like you would just get nuked. But now that Dino's in the game, like, sure, you don't get your ult in 30 seconds. Now you just get it in a minute. And then it's just the ult slop again. I do agree with what you guys are saying, though. I think supports need to get nerfed somehow. But it's like, I'm thinking, like, would it really, like, I don't play the game as much as you guys do. Like, how much would it really change the game?
I see what you're saying.
Because like if things just get nuked, why not just run more DPS? That was an Overwatch 1 thing too. Like it was 4 or it's like 5 DPS and Mercy at one point was the meta. because supports were so bad and tanks wouldn't be able to live. And then people would just be in top 50. That's when I hit the highest rank I ever hit. I was just playing Mercy, pocketing like Hanzo Widow players and 3 other DPS. And that was like the weirdest meta of all time. But it can happen. And it's like you have that trade-off where it's like, when is it like support just so weak to the point where like, whatever, I'm just going DPS and we're playing COD?
I think mostly because when I talk about healing as a utility versus healing as a necessity, right?
Yeah.
Like if we think of like the evolution of a healer, like back in WoW or even before that, like using a healing spell or like a healing thing in the middle of combat or like in a key moment mattered. There is no this is a heal that happens in a key moment.
You're saying like Suzu and stuff like that. Kind of.
Well, not even that, because that comes
a
up
weaker
even
version
faster.
of that.
Like maybe, but like it's just like it's not just healing is just being pedaled and pedaled and pedaled and pedaled.
Okay.
Because it teaches tanks and
Resource
DPS
management.
bad. Well, yeah, I mean, it teaches everyone bad habits. When a DPS's appropriate play is just to stand there, like when the right play for Jean Grey is to stand there and get pocketed by Invis so that she gets the highest amount of uptime. Like that's the actual correct play. That's just completely brain dead on the part of the support and the DPS. The DPS is not positioned, and then like the DPS, like a really high ranked DPS will be standing out of position, and then they'll die because they're not getting pocketed, and they're yelling at their Invis because. Like, really, the right play is for the Invis to just pocket them, but they're out of position. Like, it just causes, like, brain rot, in my opinion, like, nonstop.
You're not wrong. Yeah. No,
and I'm not blaming supports for this. Like, it's the game's fault. Like, it's creating
they play what they're comfortable in, right? Because they've experienced the most success in that play style, right? They're just gonna sit back, relax, and let the Punisher who's sitting in turret just shoot the ground.
The Punisher should fucking die for being out in the open, and the Invis should not be able to carry the fight by just pocketing the fucking dumbass Punisher. Yeah. But she can. And then like she's incentivized from just like AFKing and never making a proactive play because she's trying to enable these people that are out of position. Like it's just like this cycle that I like.
This might not be the best example, but I mean, it's funny to look at comparisons of other games to the healing in this, just to put it in perspective for people. So, I mean, support alts, obviously, that's like pretty much an AoE, just heal everybody to full right away type ability. Yeah. There's a spell like that in World of Warcraft that paladins have called Lay on Hands, and WoW there's mana, which is like once you heal too much, you just can't do it anymore. You run out of mana, but it's an instant full health heal on one person. Can you guess how frequently you can use that ability? Once an hour. Once an hour. And
God,
that just goes to show
war rations, bro.
No, well, you can spec into it and make it 40 minutes, but you gotta waste. You gotta give up something.
20 minutes.
That's
like a mana bar would be really interesting. I'm not saying we implement this, but it would be very interesting to have.
That's why players had to resource manage though in this game.
Yes, like White Fox. Like you have to manage your tails in order to like make a play, right?
But even then, she doesn't really have to do like you can.
No, like I can't survive off one tail. Like I'm being
fair enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
when I was
same with like Gambit, you have to manage your cards, right?
Yeah. There's a little bit of resource
Gambit
management.
is a research management,
but it's not
it's really fast. It's really fast, but
like in Overwatch, if I was playing and I wasted like 2 Baptiste healing grenades, I would lose fights.
Yeah.
And then that was fun support for me. But when I'm playing Mantis and I can just go damage boost. Oh, I ran out. Oh, hey, there's a T-Rex across the map. Ping, ping, damage. I'm not even thinking. I'm just pressing buttons, which is fun. Yeah. But it's like I resource management, it definitely is an issue, and I see where you guys are coming from now, and I'm
not saying that there shouldn't be like nerfs or compensations to DPS abilities and all that stuff. All I'm saying is that just it's more about just like the pure neutral is like just way.
There are ways it needs to get better.
Because I know when I actually do enjoy playing support, but I never enjoy playing the support that has to just sit there and just heal bot my tank from dying. Maybe that's why a lot of support players are hating Dino, because like that's the playstyle you get forced into, is like that heal bot. Like that's the playstyle that a lot of healers play. Like underneath Grandmaster or even in Grandmaster, like that they just play the heal bot style 24/7. They don't really take angles. They're not proactive.
I would go as far as like even Celestial, dude. I mean,
99% of players.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, dude, my entire experience playing support in season 7 has been genuinely like I don't think I'm gonna do it again. I think, dude, it feels as though that I'm fighting the enemy, but I'm also fighting my own team. I have to convince them why something like White Fox is viable. Like,
Dude,
and
I'm
fighting 2 battles.
Yeah.
He yells at supports as a support more than a tank.
Dude, I do too, though.
Fucking
Like that
great.
face.
No, I remember.
I see it,
Paz
and I'm
would
like, what are we
fucking hate
doing?
it.
Yeah.
Like,
And
here's the thing. Good supports hold other supports accountable. Good tanks hold other tanks accountable. Good DPS.
Yep.
Like don't
I protect my own
no,
kills.
yeah, Cap does it.
You're on
Cap
my
does
team.
it. But I'll tell you what, like when I have a non-captain coach tank partner, because you never flame your duo. But like when I have a random other tank, I'm on it. Like he's the first guy I'm on his ass when he's doing something wrong. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm taking this space. Where are you? Like I know where we could be, and you're not here. Like you know. And it's kind of the same with Paz. He's like, I know what I'm doing. What the fuck are you doing? Other support, like yeah. But I wanted to ask you, Paz, because I know you're about to leave, like Rivals for at least a while.
Yeah.
Let's say you were in charge of everything tomorrow, and you could do 3 changes to the game, any fucking thing you wanted, anything you wanted, and these had to be impactful enough that would keep you in the game, that would prevent you from leaving.
in the game.
Yes,
Oh.
prevent you from leaving. But you're the CEO right now, so you could be 3 changes, and it could be like a core change that has like multi steps to it. So like 3 fundamental changes to Rivals that would basically fix the game in your mind to the point where you're like, I'm hyped to play. I know that those you can think about that for a while. I want
Is this
also
gameplay?
yeah,
Like,
just
and
any,
this is like it would be
anything.
successful
It could be
monetarily.
anything.
Like I could make anything.
No,
Because what I
any
want,
fucking thing you
not
want.
successful. I'm gonna be honest.
Doesn't matter. Anything
Doesn't
you
matter.
Want.
List
like,
them.
and I want to hear y'all's
hear
too.
these.
So y'all think about y'all's as well. 3 that would just, I mean, y'all aren't
right.
leaving the game, but like 3
Yeah.
that would just like, if you had the power to do 3 things,
All right. Well.
think big, really big, because
Oh man. I mean, here's the thing. I still would want to keep it at its core. It's Marvel Rivals. So
Right.
all of the changes, while you say anything, dude, I would just make Marvel Rivals deadlock. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
yeah, that's
But like, okay, the first thing I would 100% start with, and I mean, I kind of been thinking about this too. It's like the neutral in this game, and we just hit on it. The neutral in this game does not exist. You've talked about it on the podcast before with Samito. I disagree. If you take the ultimates away, what is this game? I'm gonna be honest.
Oh yeah, that he wanted to get rid of it. Yeah, he wanted to get rid of it.
It is hella behind an invis shield going like this. That is the
Yeah.
game right now. Like that is the game. So first off, what we just were talking about with supports, resource management needs to be a thing in this game. Whenever I played support and I was actually playing the game, legit all I needed to do, I didn't even have to worry about, I used my ability here and it didn't get the maximum possible heal I could have gotten out of it. So I'm technically being less efficient than the other support on the other team. So they're going to get it X% faster. I never had to think about that. I had to think about that on and that might sound crazy that, that's a thing you have to think about. Brother, when I'm in the top 500 and I am playing against the Shroud X team, this is true. This is how I got one above all. I'm playing against the Shroud X team. I need to be thinking like, okay, I just optimized 100 more healing than that guy. I have my Luna ult faster than him. But that's not the case because there's so much damage that if you ever stop pressing left click, that guy's dead. I'm going to be honest. There needs to be more situations that it's like, I have to make that split-second decision of, am I being the most efficient possible with my healing, with my snowflake on this person? It's not just like, all right, I do this, I do that. So the first thing I would do is like resource management needs to be a thing. There needs to be just numbers in general needs to make more sense across damage and support. I don't know how you would do that. It's a really hard question to ask on me on the spot, to be fair. That'd be the first
That's why we're not devs. That's why we just get to complain.
I don't envy
and they
their
figure it
spot
out.
at all. That's why I try not to complain a lot because it's really hard to make a game like that. The second thing, step 1 for just ranked. Number 2 is how to fix ranked. Do not send me back 7 ranks every month. I don't like it as a streamer. I don't think any of the 9 to 5 guys
That's
would
a
like
hot
that either.
take.
I think it's stupid, personally. Why can I climb with a 43% win rate to the top 1% of this godforsaken game. It is burger. I don't care what people have to say. It is burger. I should win more than I lose so I can see funny number go up and I can see PNG. I don't know how it stayed in the game this much. The placements could have been really good because it could have like fixed a lot of these problems, but I still see people with 3,000 games a damn season. How do you have that much time to play Rivals? Be real with me for a second. And they climb to Celestial with like a 30-something% win rate. That fundamentally does not make sense. You should never be able to climb like that. And I would have ranks actually stick so that it feels like I'm making it somewhere. Now, here's the thing. That's what I would like. ApexDabi, what you said about having people feel something, they get the funny badge, they pay more for skins. You're 100% right. I was a marketing major. I'd do the same thing if I was trying to make money. But this is not about money. This is about I have a community that would like this. So fair enough. That's what I would make to make it more fulfilling for me.
Yeah.
Last thing I would say is, can I say I don't want to say the community, but like some people do low key, like the toxicity in this community is so insufferable. Like imagine if we actually had the changes I made and you had to have good neutral. Bro, I'm going to have people bitching at me for trying to like be more efficient in min-max. I had that even right now. Like people don't want to give you the space to actually have fun and improve. It's like, nah, bro, we got to win this game. I got to show this dude that he sucks. It's like, dude, can we like, I feel like if there was a more competitive like vision to the game and everyone was really trying to improve, the toxicity like wouldn't be as bad maybe, but that's not the case. I just wish people weren't so goddamn annoying in this game. Like respectfully, there are so many people. Even when I would duo with you, Coach Mills, like way back in the day, dude, it was like at least half of our games was just some dude that just got out of high school and some like 23-year-old man just slinging slurs back and forth in all chat.
Did they play Spider-Man?
It was like a torch and a Punisher. I think it was a torch and a Punisher.
A Punisher,
I think
yeah.
Punisher
Punisher
that
like,
own like
Yeah.
Jeeps with like the Punisher sticker. They are like notorious. Those are the guys that you want to avoid and block.
It's
the Jeep 1994 Wranglers with the Punisher on the hood and like a "Don't tread on me" sticker. Like those are the guys.
Wait,
just 10-foot pole.
How do you know what I
them.
drive? No, I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. It's like and like I know like what you could be. Well, you're playing a competitive game pass. Don't be soft if someone flames you about your gameplay. But it's like the thing is these players aren't even right about the flame. They just bitch. It's like, yo, why didn't you heal me on when I dove in? It's like, bro, we didn't stage. You jumped in alone. We're not taking two different lanes. We all went down one fucking straightaway. You didn't try to take less poke when we're on a dive comp. Do you know how to play tank? No, but you still bitch, and you can't introspectively look inward. Now, the systemic changes of, having a 51% win rate to climb and having more like neutral and you have to be resource managed, like that would probably help the game a lot, but that's not Marvel Rivals. I understand that's not Marvel Rivals. So instead of trying to complain and be like, this is what Marvel Rivals should do, I'm just going to be like, yo, guys, I'm going to take a 6-month break and play a game that's meant to be that. And that's honestly what it is. Like at the end of the day, I think those changes would make the game feel better at the top level of play, but would my brother that gets to play maybe 2 hours of games a week who wants to play Rivals, would he enjoy that? Probably not. And I don't know. But that's what I would do. It sounds an awful lot like Overwatch 1 before the Overwatch 2.
Yeah, you might as well just play Overwatch 1 at that point.
But I can't do that anymore.
You can.
I played it again. It is not the same, man. The magic has taken away.
They
I don't know what
it
it
They
is.
took out the fucking magic. All right, Apex. Three changes. Anything you want. You're the boss. You're the fucking boss.
Off
It can be even
rip.
non-game related, but like, you're just the boss. You just get to do whatever you want.
I say one off rip. I think we need a more punishing system for griefers, throwers, and we also need to educate people on not one-tricking because it is a team-based game, and if your one trick gets banned, it is a free game for the enemy team. So I think there needs to be some kind of punishment system that is more than just a 15-minute ban, so that they can log on
dude?
and then
No
do it again in
wonder why.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it's that is like I think the level of alt accounts that are made because people don't get punished and they just feel like they could just make 5 alt accounts and then do the same thing on all 5. Like that perpetually feeds the toxicity, right? Then you have the guy that's, like yelling at you because you're running it down on Widow, right? And then he's going to do it to the next team because he's already tilted and pissed off, and he sees somebody who actually knows how to play Widow, and that he's going to yell at that guy. He's like, oh, the Widow main's just like, you know what I mean? It's a community thing, right? So when we don't punish these people, they're just going to keep doing it, right? Me included. Okay, I have my fair you know, my fair what's the word? How do I say this?
Aggressive education.
Yes. It's like I've had my fair share of aggressive education where I have, you know, rage baited. I've been in the wrong plenty of times. I understand that. I've been slapped with that 1 month and I owned it. I was like, you know what? You know, fair enough, right? But then I see these people and I'm like, they're doing some of the most vile things. And they just get to queue again. And it's like, yo, like, rivals, please. So that's the first thing. I'd just be aggressive. 6 months, learn your lesson. Like that, don't do that again, right? Second implementation, I want map buffs and map nerfs. And what I mean by a map buff and a map nerf is if I'm playing in New York, Spider-Man gets a buff. Like he gets a new team up.
Home court advantage.
Home court advantage. If I'm playing on Clintar, Venom gets a home court advantage, right? If I'm playing in, you know, in Asgard, the gods, Loki, Thor, they get a home court advantage. They get maybe another ability, or they get, because that keeps the game alive, right? That even transcends into the pro scene where now they got to think about the map pool pick. Which map are they going to pick depending on who they're facing, right?
That's actually really cool.
Like it really
That's
keeps it from being like stale and just running the same poke comp, because now they got to think, oh, we can't pick Clintar because that guy's a really good Venom player and he's going to get this ability. And even then now, like all the symbiotes, like let's say the what's the red guy, the red
Red Skull?
Part of the symbiotes. What's his name? The red version.
Carnage.
Like Carnage gets a team up on like Clintar. Like, you know what I mean? So stuff like that I'd implement, because I think map buffs and map nerfs are really cool, and it's a great way to expand outside of team-ups, right? Because I think team-ups, I think we all can agree team-ups is a very cool addition to hero shooters. Like being able to like dab up Bucky and Captain America, you don't see that in any other game. Like that just doesn't happen. I think my third thing would be, notice how none of these are like really like competitive-esque, because I really just want to maximize how much fun hero shooters can really be, and bring back the magic that we lost in Overwatch. I want to bring that back. Like that, I know I'm just like, you know, I'm feeling nostalgic, but I really want that back. I miss watching Overwatch League. I miss watching Apex Legends, like the ALGS. I miss watching that. And I think Marvel Rivals lacks that a lot. And like we need to bring that magic back. But third thing I think would be more divisions in the ranks.
Okay. I've actually heard this one before. I like this one.
I think more divisions would solve a lot of that. Oh, this guy climbed to, you know, whatever rank with a 30% win rate, because then that's way more effort in between. Like they really got to win a plethora of games to get, like, if it was even 4 divisions, right? Take away demotion protection, just 4 divisions each rank. I think that would genuinely solve a lot of problems. Like a lot of people would be quote unquote stuck in a rank they don't belong in because they're just not good enough to climb out of that. Right? Like you can't just go on a 12 win streak and, you know, like planet, you know, slingshot yourself into a rank you don't belong in. When there's 4 divisions, that's a lot of luck. And I don't even think the luckiest person can climb to that, you know, Celestial 1 and just like, you know, slingshot, like EOMM slingshot or whatever you want to call it.
I like those changes.
Those are my 3 changes.
The fun maxing changes. I like it. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Double downing on what makes Rivals good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, why walk away from it? It's what makes it special.
It ain't broke. Don't fix it.
Coach, what's your 3?
I mean, just to piggyback, take it one step farther with the map buffs. How about I'm thinking Calico from Deadlock, where she can crawl through the little holes and maneuver around the map. Have that with the map, so it's not like a buff, but something you can interact with on the map. So maybe Venom can become a part of the map and control something like that.
Wait, that would be sick.
NetEase, please.
That's actually true. If you're
I
gonna
don't
do
even
this,
want credit.
double
Just
down.
please.
That would be sick.
But yeah, so for me, it's mostly going to be directed at the ranked. I would say just get rid of Skynet or whatever. What did you call it? The EOM system they use. I'm a believer.
That's what they call it. I don't call it that.
I said that.
They call it.
I think you know why you said that. No.
Listen. They incorporated that in 2024. What was it? 9 months before they released Rivals, and they published that on like right before they announced Rivals. So they legally had to do that right before they announced the game that was coming out 9 months later, which drops, and then all of a sudden, just saying, I'm tinfoil hat. I'm just saying.
Skynet is the AI from the Terminator. For anyone who doesn't know. Anyway, so for me, whatever. Just not saying if they have EOM or not or whatever. Just use a traditional ranked elo system. That is it's generally a slower curve. It's a number-based system where you can clearly see your rating. It's very transparent. I mean, I know it's not going to happen, but that's just what I want. That's number one. Number two is to bring back stacking. If we're a casual game, I don't know why we can't play with our friends in ranks that everybody can get to. So I'd be down to go one of two ways. Either what Greg Albert said last week, have a solo queue only stack queue, and then a full flex, so anywhere from 1 to 6, or just make it so you can stack up to like 4, maybe. That's number 2. And number 3, buff Dino. That's no more Bizskins. No. Number 3 would probably be kind of, I would say, crack down on cheaters and win traders and the type of game throwing, whatever you want to call it, toxicity, the gatekeeping, whatever you want to call it, that the games. I want the quality of the games to improve, because I think only then are we really going to be able to correctly critique the game's balance. Because I do think that there's like varying levels of throwing, right? And a lot of times people are throwing just by picking something that's not good for the team. And it's just like, okay, well, in that particular game, whatever hero, X hero, just feels super oppressive. And it's just like, well, it's because your Spider-Man's kind of just throwing the game and they're not really shutting them down like they should. And there's actually counters that no one. So I want to see a bigger crackdown on these types of behaviors so we can actually get a bigger picture on the game's balance, because that's usually my number one, is just like the game's balance needs to be fixed. But if we, Paz, you said, like these systemic problems that kind of lead to more, I think that's where you look. That's where you start. And these are things that are not going to be fixed overnight, but I think in the long term are going to be good for the health of the game. Did you have any ideas, Mills? I mean, we
got to hear yours, Mills.
Yeah.
Feel
free to
You've had a
these
foot in the game for a minute.
These are more hot takes. So first, I want to bring Sombra to this game to give pros a real reason to bitch. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Coach, why did you bring me here, bro? Like, why did you What do you mean? You don't know the lore. I am the biggest Sombra hater in all of planet Earth. Like, if I could Dino snap one character in all of fiction, it'd be Sombra.
She would make support players actually have
No, don't even. Don't entertain that. Don't give NetEase any ideas.
People hated. Pros and casuals hated Sombra so much. So her whole kit is that she can use something on you that prevents you from using abilities.
I ain't gonna lie,
she can just use them on you.
That's a silence.
Yeah, but she could do it. She could do it to you, and there was no way for you to stop it at one point. And then she could ult you, and then there was no way for you to stop it, and you just died. But the character is so hated.
You forgot the part.
Yeah.
Where
she's invisible. She can turn perma invisible. But the thing is, the character was so hated that she's still getting permabanned to this day in most ranks, and she's not good anymore. People just have PTSD from fucking 3 years ago about this character. That's how much they hate this character. They won't let her through the ban phase today. Oh,
Well, it's an ability-driven game. Why would you want a character in an ability-driven game to stop you from using your abilities that you need that are critical for your survival? Her whole kit is to go invis, and then right after that, however many seconds you cannot use that ability, EMP. It's just like it's
imagine
cooked.
you
Worse than death.
imagine you jumped in this
Watching your
Hulk.
teammates die.
Like imagine you jumped in
it's
this
just
Hulk
like
and you
very
got
good.
hacked, and then you lost the ability to bubble, jump, clap for like 4 seconds. Like you just jumped in and you just don't have your abilities. So I'm fucking dead. Oh yeah,
I'm like
yeah,
the
you
only
are.
you're
person
just-
in
you
existence
die.
that actually likes Sombra. I'm actually the only person. I think she's really interesting.
I think you're getting paid
Yeah, that
by,
makes sense
by
for
whoever
you. You
created
played
Sombra
Ana
to
and
like
Zen.
Sombra.
But here's
'cause
the
it's
Bab.
crazy.
Here's the thing, like
Those
she
characters don't-
forces you to have neutral though. She forces you to. You have to have the diva.
I mean, say that to
shoots
Doomfist.
someone
Like,
on the
what
offense.
is
Dude,
Doomfist supposed to do with
imagine
that?
Penny Parker. Penny Parker would actually be useful for once. She literally would. Who cares about invis if you
Yeah, but on
literally can't walk
attack?
through there? I mean, I'm getting a little bit crazy. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay, wait. We got off track.
Obviously,
Let me
she's
give you my real
annoying.
ones.
But
Right.
like Diva was like the spy check. You would know
Yeah.
the popular angles of where she would go. I mean,
Oh, that's another one we need
Like,
in Rivals.
yeah.
Is Diva.
no, Diva would be so fun. Don't even get me on in this game. No,
Trolling you.
I
I'm
don't know.
trolling.
I mean, Sombra
Oh,
definitely is not good for this game, but
Yeah, no.
I mean, at the highest levels of play, like the tippy top, I think she's super interesting. Anything below that, yeah, okay, fair enough. Take her out. but-
Yeah. I mean, you just get spawn after you get
Yeah.
spawn camped the 6th
I
time
can see
in a
where you're
row.
coming
Like
from,
you did.
100%.
Okay.
It is really
Anyways,
annoying.
let me give
Yeah.
you my real takes. Okay, so here, the first one is the one I've pitched on this pod a lot. The Deadpool out of combat passive healing. I think every single character should get that. But there's some caveats. Number one is support healing needs to be nerfed slightly, and mobility characters probably need to be nerfed slightly as well to compensate. But then everyone, if you're out of combat for like 6 or 8 seconds or whatever, you get a very small amount of healing per second across the board. I like that
I
change.
see what
I
you
think
did
it
there
gives
with the
my-
dodge, the 6 to 8. I respect that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Um,
You would have lost the
Yeah.
comment section for a good 30 minutes.
yeah, they just lost them.
Still might.
My second change is I want a further 50% ult nerf in ult charge. 50%.
I agree.
50%
No, I
from
honestly,
here.
I agree.
50% from where we're at right now, and I think because I don't think we're even close to enough, and I think that you should like ults. Like I understand that ulting all the time is fun. Ults should feel like ults. Like ults are special. Like you need to think about them. How you use them matters. They're not just you don't get 25 of them in a game. You get like 8 of them in a game, and how you use them matters. Like how you combo them matters. Of course, there probably need to be things to balance around that, but like I would really like that change. And even if you did that, by the way, you would still be building ultimates faster than like Overwatch is right now by a lot, and like most ever hero shooter that's ever existed. So yeah, 50% ult charge from here. People might say it's too much, but people thought that the 20% was going to feel bad, and it felt great. So like, let's push that until maybe there's diminishing returns. The last one might be a little controversial. Is rework every single sustain / no skill ult. And when I specifically no skill ults that have a long timer on them. So this includes Star-Lord ult that auto aims. This includes Psylocke ult. This includes Invis ult. This includes Luna ult. This includes these ults that just keep you alive or kill. Press Q to kill. Press Q to keep you alive are boring design, and they should be reworked. I don't think any Psylocke player likes that their ultimate just does it for you. I don't think any Star-Lord that like has like 1,000 hours in aim labs wants their fucking ult to aim for them. And at the same time, like I love ults like White Fox that require you to be proactive and pivot and do all this stuff. Like we don't need ults that just say no one dies. Press Q, no one dies. We can come up with so many more interesting designs.
Once a month though, that's hard. That's a hard challenge. But you're the CEO.
I mean, it is like maybe not every
Yeah,
ult
but
is
you're
going to
the-
be a
hey,
banger.
you got millions, right? You
Right?
could-
Yeah.
You got millions, so you could hire the people to think for you.
They
like this
just
guy.
need to.
Hire us.
Yup.
They just
need a
really
job,
need to stay
Mills.
away from the. Like, I don't really think that even Luna Snows have fun. Like pressing Q. Like maybe at the beginning it was cool. Ooh, we're dancing, but like now it's like they also don't have really any agency in the Luna ult either. Like you don't like the ults that people actually like to use, like White Fox, maybe Jeff ult. Like Jeff players really like that shit. And like what else?
Ultron is great. I love
Like
Ultron.
Ultron.
ult.
Well, that's the thing is it's not press Q, nothing happens on the enemy team.
you
It's,
have
I'm
to
doing
actually
something.
aim. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing. Like, why can't I think all ult should be I'm doing something. Like every single one of them. Like my thing, like for me, like a perfect ult, like Hulk ult is great. Like Transform one's often great. Magic Hulk, but like. And, like, not every ult needs to be, like, this crazy thing. Like, I actually think Spider-Man ult is fine because it's an extension of his kit. Like, it's still – and so it's, like, same thing BP. Like it's not like Star-Lord ult that is a completely different thing that just does value.
Spider-Man wouldn't be good on Magneto.
Yeah.
Spider-Man ult.
Right,
Because Spider-Man
right.
can use it anywhere he wants.
Right. And Magneto's
that's a good
another
point.
example of a great ult as well.
Yeah.
Skill,
Same with like Rocket. Like Rocket, it fits like it just fits the theme of the character. It's not so out of pocket. You don't feel like when you throw a Rocket ult, there's clear advantages, but very big disadvantages. Like if you just put it in the middle, they're just gonna nuke it. Right?
Like,
so like there's like positioning. Like you have to actually use your be like, oh, I gotta put it in the corner, and like there's like a weird spot on this map where it elevates it up. You know what I'm talking about?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, like there's like stuff like that really elevates Rocket gameplay from just hitting Q and then putting it in the middle.
And I think that like originally when Rocket ult wasn't it only damage boost or like mainly damage boost?
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah.
But like I think that design was cool. It just didn't work in a world where there was ults that could keep you alive. Like
12
it just didn't make
seconds.
sense.
Yeah.
It just didn't make sense in a world of Luna ults and like and I'm not saying like supports. I'm not trying to just like gut you. I'm saying that there are cooler ults that you can have that would be way more fun. Like so much more fun.
Nano boost. Come on.
like there are just there sky's the limit. Like why is your hero like if ults are supposed to be the ultimate hero fantasy come to life, why is your hero fantasy I can't die? Like that's not a fantasy. Like
Can I say an honorable mention here? I know this is going to be a hot take for a lot of Quicksilver fans, but I think Quicksilver would be one of the coolest supports they could ever introduce, because think about running through your team and healing them. Think about being an active support where like your ultimate, like you get a zone where everything like slows down and you get to zip around really fast and heal your team. Like you're actively doing something rather than just sitting in the back watching your ultimate do the work for you, right? You're just like dancing and you're just brain off, not looking for the maggle. Like, like I think characters like that, instead of just like, catapulting them into the DPS role, because that's what all DPS want, something like Quicksilver to just be a DPS, right? But I think he'd make a great support.
Oh, he'd be super sick.
Yeah, he'd be sick as a support. I'd love him as a support.
You
So
kind of
stuff
made
like
me
that,
think,
I think.
what if he made like a trail that like gave people like super speed boosts that follow behind him?
Oh,
Like it was like a
yeah,
fucking
like
speed
that.
trail. Like you jump on the
Exactly.
speed trail and you're in there.
Yeah, you're just zooming and you're getting healed, right? Like
like Mach
yeah.
10. Like you can use it
Yeah.
to hard engage if you want to,
Yeah.
or hard.
Guys, this is Marvel Rivals, though. If he was a support, that speed trail would heal him to full health and give everybody
And then the
upcharge.
dinosaur would
Yeah.
snap the entire community.
Yep.
But it's a good thing that we're not devs. No, I'm just kidding. It would be cool. It'd be cool if they actually took some of our feedback one of these days. We'll see.
Listen, I mean, I think out of all of the developers that I have ever personally had an interaction with, I think, and this is no offense to all the other devs, right? I think
Offended.
Rivals devs genuinely do care about their creators. Like, they genuinely listen. Whenever we make a complaint in whatever, the Discord, or, if we have any interaction, they're there and they're like present, right? They're like, oh, yeah. And then you see that change, whether it's like a couple weeks or a couple months from now. You're like, oh my God, we talked about that and now it's in the game. Like, they genuinely care about us. They include us. Like, I mean, me personally, I would have never had the chance to work with, an IP like Marvel if NetEase didn't give an olive branch to all the smaller creators, right? Normally, it's always just the same, Big Ten creators that get these opportunities. But in Rivals, bro, we're being listened to. We're being included in the conversation. We're being included in the the new character previews. Like, I've never seen any other company do that besides Rivals. Like, they genuinely helped bring the community together, especially the smaller community. Like, it gets so, I guess, lost in the sauce when a new game comes out. They just go to the Shrouds, which I understand, but they go to the Shrouds, the big boys, right?
Right.
And I think Rivals does it better than any other company. They really do shell out for the smaller guy.
Yeah, I'll always glaze NetEase because I've had like very shitty interactions with Blizzard and very shitty interactions with Riot Games and like every fucking esports company that I've ever worked with or made content on, besides NetEase, has like treated me terribly, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it's just because like I don't have enough zeros on my subscriber count. Like that's why. But NetEase is like they enable you, they support you.
Yeah,
like, I felt that like throughout it. So
yeah,
I know,
and
like,
I think a lot of us felt it. Yeah, like I think a lot of us felt it through just even a lot of you guys are in the Discord, like the partner Discord. You feel like they really are attentive. Like you ask questions, they answer. Like I don't know. Sorry, I'm very passionate about it, but I've been doing content creation for so long, and I think we can say all of these things about Rivals, but the one thing that they do right is they treat their community and their core fan base and their creators properly. They don't hold anything. Like they're just like, yeah, here's all the content, here's all the tools, do something, right? Give us feedback.
The one thing I will say is, there was a little bit of a small Rivals drama that happened a while back. There was like this throwing Widow or something. I don't know what happened, but there was a big tournament that got,
Oh, you're talking about, yeah.
So anyways, that was the first of what was supposed to be a whole bunch of tournaments, right? And so NetEase was going to sponsor a ton of tournaments. I got invited to quite a few of them, and there was like these tournaments that was going to happen. After that drama happened, understandably so, they said, nah, fuck this shit. We're packing this shit up. All I'm telling you is, NetEase, please give us as a Rivals community one more chance. If we fuck it up again, you never have to throw another tournament for the rest of the fucking life. But like, we just need one more chance to actually, participate in some tournaments, throw some tournaments. I think that those are some of the most fun community events possible, is the tournaments, especially when they're of mixed skill, content creators. Keep the fucking pros out of there. They're just bitching about Dino anyways. They don't want to play in no tournament. So just let content creators maybe even just grab like random players too. Like they put them in a drawing. I don't know. Just put like one of the 6 being a random person. Like that'd be awesome. And just throw some tournaments. Like I think that'd be really, really cool. And I hope they do it again in the future, and they don't kind of completely give up and like rug pull all tournaments forever. So hope not.
I genuinely think we're headed in the right direction. I think you guys have noticed slowly but surely. Like I think Rivals has just been negative, especially on Twitter and every social media. It's just like every like trending moment has been, oh, this is happening, right? And it's just negative light. And slowly we're walking away from that, and a lot of creators are starting to really go out there and collab with each other, and we're making content again, right? We're having fun, and it starts with that. It starts with creators talking to each other and having fun, dropping the ego. It's not about your rank. It's not about like that shiny badge, right? We want good things to happen for the game. We got to start talking to each other.
Of the community, we're getting rid of the dregs of the community. Like, But no, I think honestly, Paz, I think the reason that you probably didn't connect with Rivals as much, like I know you were on that unranked to GM grind, like that was kind of your whole mission. But like what we're talking about with like community engagement, playing in tournaments, playing with each other, grinding together, like you just weren't really a part of any of that because you're always doing the unranked to GMs. Like I do feel like that can like if it's a true like the truly like more casual like for fun game that Rivals is, like you can't really just do this shit by yourself and expect yourself to stay sane. Like you can't just grind games by yourself every day and like and have a good time. Like you're just not gonna have a good time. And this goes to just like solo like people that grind the game. Like if you're having a really hard time, like find a partner, find a buddy, find someone that will endure that shit with you. That y'all can bitch about the Invis or the Inting Hulk together. Like y'all can complain together, and you're not just like it's not like, oh, this Hulk just entered my game. Fuck. It's like, dude, that guy sucks. Yeah, you're right. He sucks. Like that's what you want, right? Like
it's got to be Hulk. It
has to be a realistic example. Okay, no, I'm just kidding.
but like people have to take breaks, man. They need to know that if you dump 500 hours in one breath and you're like, oh, the burnout, dude, you burned yourself out. Play another game. Like just take a break. Play a single player game. Being competitive your entire life, that's great, but it's super unhealthy. You'll burn out of every game you've ever played. It's just once you hit that certain skill ceiling or a certain rank that you think you deserve, dude, you're gonna burn out after the 2,000th hour that you've done the same exact thing, right? You're a solo queue demon, we know, but
Mills,
you gotta have fun, man.
Maybe next time we do that drinking stream, we start at the bottom instead of the top.
Oh God!
You two are
and
formally
we bring
invited, by
Dabi
the way.
along.
Dabi and Paz, you're formally invited. Unranked the GM while drunk.
Drunk, unranked the GM with Captain Coach and Dabi. Like, what the fuck
Dude,
are we
me
doing
and the boys,
here?
I don't know if you guys know Mark Deasy and Panu. We do this every other weekend. We have Saucy Saturdays. We just hop on, grab a couple of beers, and we just play. And it's like, it's some of the most fun, engaging content that the
Put
community
me
has
in,
ever
coach.
seen.
Put me in.
That's
And
crazy.
it's just, it brings back that, like, it's just, with the boys, gaming, ranked. It's GM. It's nothing too serious, right? We're still winning. We're still losing. Can't win them all, like Galactus says, right? So, we got to bring that back, man. That's a step forward. Is more positivity and more fun. Just no more competitive. The competitive guys do it enough for all of us. Like they do it enough.
All right. Well, I think that just about wraps up everything. Paz, is there anything you want to close on? Anything you want to say to your audience or the Marvel Rivals community as a whole? Because this probably will be the last time you address them directly.
We'll check back in with you too, maybe in a couple months, and see if you've changed your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, just to be fair, like Rivals was like if this don't work, it's time to get the 9 to 5 and flip some burgers. But I learned a lot from this community. I'm thankful for the people that were willing to learn, even though some people did not agree with the method. I think that a lot of people learned. I think a lot of people enjoyed the game more because of it. I'm just happy that I got the chance to meet people and like do all these crazy cool things. And like, if it wasn't for Rivals, I wouldn't be in the place that I am today. So I'm just thankful for the podcast, thankful for everything. Just thanks for having me. There's nothing really else to say. It's just like, it's kind of crazy that this is the reality now that I've done this stuff. So
this podcast is called Clear Comms. It's not called a Marvel Rivals podcast. So eventually we might all be in your boat. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Dead comms.
Listen,
Locks
I think we all
comms.
rotate, right? It's there's everything that we've ever done as a creator has a shelf life. No matter how much we want to say, no, it's gonna go on forever. No,
I'm gonna be showing my whole
times
place
are
to
the
my
good old
kids,
times because
man.
they've ended.
Gotta adapt. Gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta adapt.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't put all your eggs in one basket. I think we've all done that with certain companies.
Yeah.
I know all too well.
Oh shit. So Dabi, where can anything you want to say to just the general Rivals community? And
I just want to say that look beyond the 30-second clip that you see of your favorite creator and your favorite pro player and really stop chasing headlines. Because I think as a community, we have come to we've come to a point where we just got to be kinder to each other. And I know that sounds crazy coming from me. I know a lot of you guys are going to be really mad that I'm saying it, of all people. But no, at the end of the day, genuinely, we just have to we have to remember it's just a video game at the end of the day. Like, there's no reason to go beyond the normal trash talk, right? We're just playing a game. Like, it's all cool. And I think we can, as a community, we can grow. We cannot be League of Legends. The stigma that League of Legends got, we don't have to be that, right? We can be the change that we strive for. That's all I have to say. I mean, thank you for having me on. Thank you for the Rivals community for putting me on. I came from Overwatch, so I'm an Overwatch refugee. Very grateful for the opportunities I'm given, and I'm honestly, dude, I'm grateful I get to wake up and play video games for a living. Like, dude, look at us. Who gets to do this, man? Like, who gets to do this besides us? It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So no matter how mad I am, right? No matter how upset I look, at the end of the day, when I hit that I'm done stream, I am eternally grateful. Like, this is a dream come true, man. we get to entertain people for a living.
Let's
So,
go. And where can people find you if they wanna support you?
ApexDabi on socials, man. Yep.
Every social.
And if it's anything other than ApexDabi, it's not me. It ain't me. That's it. Twitter, YouTube. I'm not used to like promoting and glazing myself on other people's on someone else's platform. So my fault if I'm stuttering a lot.
Plenty. No, we're good. No, we like it. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for having me. I really
it's
appreciate
been
it,
great.
Man.
Thank you
It's
so
been
much
a
for
pleasure.
coming on. No, it's been sick. It's been sick. Captain
Also,
Coach, you want
sorry for the viewers if I yap too much. It's
No,
like
it
I'm
was
an
actually
S-tier yapper,
great.
bro.
No, it
10
was actually
prestige.
perfect.
That's why we brought you on, man.
Yeah. And Coach, any final messages before we end the pod? Any things you want to say?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's a good sentiment to end on. I mean, I personally have been kind of going down more of that road, just trying to be more productive and less loud, I would say. I mean, I think Dabi and I have kind of gone through a bit of a similar arc. So I mean, likewise, man, appreciate everybody with the community. And I think this game has a bright future. I really do. I couldn't be more grateful, and looking forward to the next Devil Dino release, whatever that may be.
For some reason, I feel like I'm going the opposite trajectory of y'all, where like I start off as this wholesome streamer, and now I have like a whole bunch of fucking
Slowly losing his.
There's these fucking guys that like I keep running into these people where I either didn't do what I was supposed to do according to them in their games, and now they're just in my chat every day, like. Dude, rage baiting me like nonstop.
True Lord is reformed, by the way.
Yeah, he was in my chat the other day. What the fuck? What is he?
He's like, yeah, he chills in my chat. He's like we duoed. He's like a normal guy now. I mean, so if True Lord can reform, I don't see why all of us can't.
Listen,
either,
if Tyler 1 can reform, anyone can reform.
Yeah,
that guy, he became the face of League after he reformed. So anything's possible.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, thank you guys for coming on. Pod, smash that like and subscribe. Let us know.
Appreciate it.
Who you want to have on next, and appreciate y'all from coming on, guys. Peace out.
We got 10 seconds for 2 hours. Let's someone sing a little song or something.